Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from Comic Book Ben, and you're listening to Best Threesome Ever. Find Best Threesome Ever on Facebook. Search Best Threesome Ever. That's 3 with the number 3. It is my favorite podcast.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. Probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now here are your hosts, Nick, Robb, and Kevin.
You want to eat first before
No. I mean, unless people want to listen to me chew my taco.
Not really.
That's a different podcast.
Audience members have specifically stated no thank you.
I mean, it doesn't make for great radio, but it makes for good video.
It's like,
You chewing your own taco. Plus,
Yeah.
that makes you very flexible. All right, here we go. Best threesome ever episode.
Don't fix that. Leave it in.
That was a fucking. I was choking on goddamn potato olay. It's trying to kill me.
Delicious murder.
Where the fucking god? All right, let's try this again. Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, episode 171. Brought to you by Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Hi.
Welcome Ian back.
Thank you.
Gotta really eat the mic though.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, I need to get away.
Yeah, Ian.
We're
right
just,
up on
we're
it.
just chewing on
Yup.
it. All
Ian
right.
decided to stop watching and finally get in on this threesome.
I texted that, didn't I? I was like,
You sure did.
it's the best threesome ever Ian likes to watch.
And then I said, that is so going in the show. That was a little pre-planned, but
Yeah, well,
it worked out well.
It's all right.
Hi, Ian. Welcome.
Thank you.
I think you were on the show before once.
Yeah, years ago. It was like
Yes.
episode 50.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Back
It was
down in the double digits.
back in the double digits.
Yeah.
Back in the old days.
Well, you were technically there for episode 100.
Yes. I was. I did behind the scenes stuff. So I maybe walked past once. I think.
No, I think you had a mic.
Oh,
though.
did I
think
give myself a mic?
You
Yeah,
did
you
give
did.
yourself a mic.
That's the sort of thing I would
Yeah,
do. Yeah.
because you're like,
Yeah.
Like you see all of
fix
us
it
on,
post.
Fix it.
you like see all of us on camera, and then you just hear Ian's voice.
Yeah.
That was 2 days before the fucking world shut
Yeah,
down.
it
did.
was.
Yeah, that's a
was
weird.
weird.
It's a weird time. To,
Right.
That was the
'Cause we were- 'cause
last
we were
social
won-
hang.
Because we were wondering about it, because it was on, like,
Right.
things had kind of started to, like,
Yeah.
shut down, but we were like, yeah, we're still going to do this. We're fine.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it was, like,
It's like-
literally 2 years later, like, the official, like, all right, everyone, get the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was the celebratory weekend of St. Patty's. No, the weekend before?
I think it was
Yeah, because it was early March, wasn't it?
Before.
When they.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
right before St. Patty's Day.
mid March, I
Okay.
think, was when, because we were supposed to go to Hawaii at the end of March 2020,
Mm.
and then
Oh yeah.
the world shut down.
And then the
It was
world
like-
shut down.
They were like, yeah, you can come to Hawaii, but you have to be quarantined for 2 weeks
Right.
before you
Uh,
leave your hotel and then before you leave. So we're like, maybe not.
I mean, that was how I had to do it in Canada, because I went
Remember, you
there
went to
for
Canada.
Christmas in
Right.
2020. Like, I had to
Holy
get,
shit.
like, my brother had to, like, write a letter to the
Yeah.
government to let me in and
Oh,
shit.
Jesus.
But I had to check in on an app every
guy.
single day.
Yeah.
And I couldn't go anywhere the entire time because I
Jeez.
had to basically I had to quarantine for
Okay.
2
Yeah.
weeks,
Yeah.
and that's how
Right,
long
right.
I was there
Right.
for my little break. So I had to check in every day, and at one point halfway through, I had to have a phone call with somebody from the government about what I've been
Goodness
doing. Who's
gracious.
been
Poor,
bringing me
poor
supplies.
Janice in Ottawa was just like, oh, I gotta call this guy now.
Yep.
wow. They wouldn't even
So
let,
how you
Oh,
doing?
how you doing?
How you feeling?
but they weren't even letting people in. But the only reason you got in because your brother.
Because
lives
my
there.
brother lives
Yeah.
there.
Right.
So
Sorry
and
about
it's
that.
immediate family only. So
Oof.
Good
Okay.
times, everybody.
Yeah.
4 years
Wow.
ago.
Oh
Crazy.
my God.
So welcome to 2024.
Yeah.
On that
I have not
day, you know how to-
Process
we-
for 2021.
Merry Christmas, fuckers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Everybody have a good
Fucking
little
New
break
Year.
there. We had a little holiday break for ourselves, so it was we were all taking
Yeah.
care of families and
Mhm.
doing stuff and
Yeah.
things and stuff.
It was a
Mental
very,
health
very
day.
brown Christmas. And
Yeah, I hated it.
I
was
did not have any
pissed.
snow. We had more snow
Yeah.
on Halloween than we did in Christmas.
I was
shit, you're right.
Sure did.
actually pissed about it. I was,
Mm.
I like, there was, well, it's not just the aesthetic. I was like, it should not be 50 fucking degrees and raining in
Mhm.
December in
Right.
Minnesota. The
Yeah.
world is dying. We are But
But it was also El Nino, which that happens every.
El
In the
Nino.
'90s, we were obsessed with it. We were obsessed with El Nino.
Oh,
There was
yeah.
the infamous
Yes.
fucking Chris Farley bit, the "I am El Nino." For those of my non-Spanish speaking compadres, that means the Nino. One of the greatest skits in history.
Yes,
But
it
then there
was.
was also a show called the PJs or the Projects that it was a claymation
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Murphy
Yep.
show.
Yeah.
And the pilot episode was about El Nino, which he called something different that I'm not gonna
Gonna-
say.
Ooh.
Right.
Let's just say it's the Spanish word for black,
Ah,
Oh, okay.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
but with the long e, not the
mm.
mid e.
Right.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things, one of the streaming sites keeps suggesting that for me to watch. I have no idea
What,
why.
the PJs?
Yeah.
Probably because of my post. The algorithm's like, send this over.
So, all right.
Kicking on
It's
over.
on the algorithm.
Yeah.
It was a pretty funny show.
It was pretty funny. It was
It was weird. It was different. It was
Yeah.
claymation was big.
Yeah.
It was right after the
because it was
it was right after the California raisins were really kind of
it was
big.
a little
and-
further after that, but it
But
was
it
not
was-
too
but-
long after like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Right, but do you remember the claymation, the holiday special that they had? That was right
Oh yeah,
just
yeah.
before
You're
that.
right.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that kind of it was different. It was funny.
It was like the Fox animated block. It was because it was like Simpsons and
Yeah.
then Family
Yep.
Guy and then PJs and then fucking something else.
Was it the 90s when they did the Christmas Time for the Jews bit on SNL with the claymation thing?
Christmas time.
Do you guys, am I like hallucinating this entire
No, you're
sketch?
probably not
No, you're
hallucinating it. I
sounds like-
believe it.
It was
definitely
really-
sounds
it was-
like something that
it was
exists,
funny.
Just may have blocked it out.
Yeah,
All I can
yeah,
see
it's fair.
when SNL and what's it called and claymation come up is all I see is Mr. Bill
Oh, fair.
and the Mr. Bill toy that we had for Dexter when we first got him. Oh,
yeah.
that was great. Hours of
Oh, man.
entertainment.
oh, Mr. Bill.
Is that back at the university place?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
No, that was at the 4th Street.
Oh, I
That
don't-
was
that was pre
pre-university
that was when
apartment.
that was when I was in college and had
Right.
to come back and started hanging out with you again.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
Fun fact: we've been friends for over half our lives.
Nope, I can't. I can't.
As I was saying pre-show, that there was a thing I saw. This guy's DJ's like, "Hey, here's some songs from 1994," and I'm like, these are some good jams. I remember all these. Oh wait, those songs are 30 years old.
I've been running the Weatherbees for 2/3 of my life.
Whoa. I
Damn.
just saw Bonnie the other day. It was nice. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's
She's
all.
gonna be helping out with the wedding too.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Good energy.
Oh, I have to bring
Nikki's gonna help me
Your-
make my.
lady stuff.
Oh, I also have a question for you later.
Okay.
Nikki's gonna help me make my tabard.
Hmm.
The green thing that I showed you. I sent you that photo of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I might change it a little bit, but
That's fine.
see.
It's cool. Look.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
Still got to figure out who's gonna make my outfit. I'll get there.
You got a little bit of time.
Well, but
Yeah, but custom stuff.
I know.
That's
well,
mm.
I'd reached out to a couple people. I reached out to the person who made my steampunk Doctor Doom tunic.
Yeah.
The quote she came back with was a little too pricey than
Yeah.
I was willing to part with, which is sad because I would have loved for her to have made it. She does great
Wasn't
work.
Blake?
KMK. Because Blake has his own
Oh.
thing to make for the wedding. Plus,
Gotcha.
he has a Balin skull outfit he's working on for me. I don't want to overload him.
Right.
And that's the thing is, I know he would if I asked him to, but I don't want to put that on him.
Right.
No pressure.
It's
It's
kind of
just
intense
my wedding.
for like a
Right.
like a request friend thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
a lot. Yeah.
So and the other person I talked to is actually out of Louisiana. She did the outfit for a friend of ours, friend of the show, Gerald and Randy for their wedding.
Wow.
She did his coat, and it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, she could probably do this, and she's like, I absolutely could, but just to let you know, I'm in school right now, and I would actually need you to come down here for a fitting. So unless you can find a way to get to Lafayette, once, maybe even twice this year
Ooh.
before your wedding, I'm like,
Oh.
nah.
What about
No.
Sean's wife, Sam?
Maybe I'll try talking to her because I know she's pretty damn good too.
Yeah.
See if how much she would want to throw something like that.
I keep
Plus it's Doctor
remember.
Doom theme, so you know she'd be in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I can't figure
Spoilers.
out what
Sort of.
couple Aaron and I should come as. I keep going back to Rapunzel and Flynn Rider
It would be very cute.
because that would be cute as hell. But I don't know.
Hmm.
I keep waffling.
I have-
Hey,
waffle time, waffle time. Won't you have some waffle time?
You're welcome.
I
Thank you.
have not a single thought in my head yet because I just overload. So
Complete-
that'll be a future Ian
Completely
problem.
smooth, no thoughts.
No, just a smooth brain
Smooth
boy.
brain.
That is
It's
for,
like a
when anyone
marble.
asks me like, "Hey, you need to dress up for a thing," and I'll just be like, "John Waskoff isn't here. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I have no plans. I just wear a hoodie, jeans, and a
Oh
t-shirt.
my
I
God,
don't
just
know."
text John. He might find something for you.
Literally text John.
Probably would.
Nor Costco's selling a bunch of their fucking
I'm gonna-
costumes for $1 a piece.
Yeah, they
Oh,
have a
shit.
super sale going on right now. I was actually going to stop there
Where is it?
today, but I,
Costco.
I got in
Hmm.
trouble at
South,
work and had to get home and
It's off
Oh,
of like
work.
$3.94 in
I mean, not that I
Louisiana.
don't, but
Oh, okay, yeah, over in
Their warehouses, yeah.
St. Louis Park.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go north and then you pick a left. And then
Go
I might
north
I
and
might
take
go
a
this
left.
weekend.
there you go.
Yeah,
We should go because I like costumes. and things.
If anything, there'll be costumes that you could make better.
That's true, yeah.
Mm. 'Cause I feel
Also,
it's not like the
I
Guthrie
think it's
selling
time
costumes.
for Eggsy.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Alright,
I'm not saying.
alright.
I just watched that movie recently.
Yeah,
so
it's a
Sounds
good
good.
movie.
it's so
I'll
good.
start finding. Honestly, if I can find the glasses, I think
All you need is
it's all you need
suit
is the glasses.
or a
Well,
bespoke suit and a
yeah.
bespoke suit.
right,
but it doesn't have to
a
be
sp-
bespoke.
and just a
but-
bespoke suit. It's like the
Tony,
Tony
Stark.
Stark. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they're a little dusty.
they're a
'cause
little
they
dust.
kind of
That's
sit
okay.
around. Yeah, there you go. But they're not quite the right glasses.
To the danger zone. That's all I see.
That's fair. I guess.
Is
Speaking of
Top
thi-
Gun.
Speaking of things that we've been watching, I think we should get into that.
Oh
That's
yeah.
a good point.
We definitely are going to talk about Rebel Moon, but we'll wait until the end. Not like not like a spoiler sort of, or not a spoiler sort of, not a happy ending because I think it's been way enough time that we could probably
Yeah,
just
it's
talk about it.
what mid-December was
Yeah.
when it came out.
Um,
Yeah.
I watched Napoleon last night.
Yeah, how
Oh,
was
yeah.
it?
It sucked.
Sorry, editor.
Oh.
If that's me.
It's like they took. First of all, I expected way more from Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin. I'm
Joaquin?
only pronouncing it that way from now on.
Because
Mila Jovovich.
he couldn't. I feel these things were filmed at different times. Obviously, when they were filmed at different times, but I feel that he didn't decide where he wanted the voice for that character to be, and there were such poorly written lines like,
Ugh.
"Oh, you guys and your fancy boats," and like then he walks away. I'm like,
Nope. Mm.
what? And then he did the thing where he just talked with his mouth closed like this for quite a while. And I'm like, what? This is bullshit.
Angry boy.
But
Joe
Mark-
Angry.
Man,
Oh, Napoleon Joe Angry.
Right, but
Oh,
but it was
let's
like
go
his
fetch
normal talking voice, and he wasn't even angry about anything.
Making
But
the
it
weirdest
seems like
face.
they took points in history that actually happened
Right.
and then wrote this story around him that made no fucking
Oh,
sense because
okay.
it was kind of like all of a sudden he was part of the they dissolved the council and then there was three of them and then all of a sudden he was king, which he called himself emperor. They don't even explain how that happened. They just everything that when there was a big change in the story arc, right, the scene before, he would be laughing, and it kind of was this thing that kind of kept going on, like, oh, I got your wife's cheating on you. No, she's not. Yeah, she is. I'm going home, and then he's home, right, and then
Is it an editing problem?
it
It sounds like there's been a
Sounds like it's a
multitude.
Ridley
Sounds like-
Scott problem.
it was
Yeah.
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 It was like it was trying. It was like a bunch of eighth graders made an Oscar bait movie and written by like a fifth grader, and
Got it.
was just ugh, don't see it. It's so I wanted it. to
Don't
be
even stream it.
like no. Nope.
Wow.
Don't even stream it. Don't even waste your time. It was so
Not
bad.
even worth your time.
Like I was expecting, I kind of like, I like history. I like, especially, I mean, arguably one of the greatest military minds of his time, and Napoleon, that is. And to kind of see like how all this thing happened, and then it was like he had an asthma attack before a battle, and I'm like, I don't think Napoleon had asthma, but okay. and just all these things. It was bad.
Can I offer a counterpoint? I mean, I haven't seen it, so you're probably right. But I just want to check this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you also have high expectations about your own beliefs about what you wanted to see from Napoleon?
I expected better from Joaquin Phoenix. Yes.
I see. Okay.
And I expected the story to make sense.
How dare you?
How
How
dare you?
dare you
ask
expect
for
a
con-
story to make
But
sense?
is it a perspective of I know there's things that are missing that I wish were there, or was it just like it was
No.
paced badly?
It was just bad.
Okay.
It was
Alright.
like I said. It was like they took points in history that actually happened
Mm,
and wrote this weird story
mm.
that I'm like, where are you going with this? Where? I mean, it's like Titanic. You know the ending.
Right.
And then, like, spoilers, at the end, he just sitting there after he was exiled, right? And he's talking to these girls about Russia. He's like, do you know who burned Moscow? And they're like, the Russians did. He's like, no, I did. They're like, no, they burned it to keep the French out. And he's like, no, that's wrong. And they're like, well, it's common knowledge. And then they go back to sword fighting with sticks. And then he's just sitting there. He dabs his mouth, shot from behind, and then he just keels over. And then it just goes, Napoleon died on this day. But I'm like, he didn't.
That sounds like the best possible way to just ditch out of a movie. Just
It's kind of like
Vizzini and just fall over dead.
Are we bringing back drunk movie reviews? I really want you to do one.
Yes.
I want
Yes.
I want a
Oh my,
redo of that for that
please
show.
do.
Yes, I think that does.
10 out of 10.
God, fucking
This is the end. So drunk.
Just fall.
The volume's a little spicy today. Maybe
Isn't
my
it-
ears are just sensitive.
No,
everything.
it's
No,
a little
everyone
spicy.
feels
Everyone's
loud.
spicy.
It's a little spicy.
Yeah.
That's a little better.
That's a lot
There we
better.
go. There we go.
That's normal.
Yeah, it was just so bad. It was bad. It's bad as bad as bad. Don't fucking watch it.
Well, there you go.
So you think it's bad?
So what I'm getting
Yes.
So what you're really trying to say is
It's bad.
No, don't
break
reference
that
it.
down.
Actually, it was okay.
You know what? Actually, it was okay.
No,
I think
4 to 5 stars. I like it. It was terrible though.
it was horseshit. And there's a lot of horses in it.
I was gonna say.
I bet
there's-
there was.
there's-
Yeah.
It's a French Napoleon movie. Yeah, there's got to be.
How was it at least not terribly long?
No, it was.
I was gonna say, it was like
3 hours.
I was gonna say it was like
Ugh.
2.5, 3 hours. That's
Yeah,
not a
it's-
fucking movie. Yeah.
I would have
sounds
shut it
awful.
off.
I would rather watch the long. What's that one with fucking the 3 stories with the 2 kings?
3 stories about 2 kings.
It came out a couple years ago. Fucking
We Three Kings.
Kylo Ren is in it, and then it's
And Ben
fuck.
Affleck.
The last duel.
yes, yeah. I'd rather watch that 3 times
I
than
didn't hate that movie entirely.
I hated
I
it.
didn't watch it.
I didn't
because
like it
there's
a
a-
bunch, but I was like, that was a film that I was
watched.
submitted to.
I would much rather watch that than Napoleon.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
3 times in a
Wow.
row. I'd rather
Wow.
watch it 3 times in a row.
Saber and I watch a lot, but we just finished Monarch, the Godzilla show.
Oh, yeah.
That Godzilla finally decided to show up for at the end.
mean,
But it was really good. It was really good. And the woman who plays the grandmother slash mother slash girlfriend of young John Goodman's character, and interest of young Kurt Russell's character, played by Kurt Russell's, not Kurt Russell. Yeah, Wyatt Russell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wyatt Russell plays a young version of his dad. Fucking choice.
Love
The
it.
emotional depth towards the end of this series of that woman is incredible. She absolutely slayed this role. It was a very good show. A little bit of a slow burn at times, but super interesting.
So-
Basically about how like Godzilla and all the other monsters come from what I'm going to describe as like the Fey realm.
Oh.
'Cause it's like another dimension.
That's a fun take.
Time moves like slower
Oh, yeah.
there. It's yeah,
Okay.
it gives a lot of background to where the monsters come from, and then it sort of leads into the next Godzilla King Kong movie at the end.
So Monarch is the
Basically, the company that's like tracking.
right,
The-
but
the
it's
Torchwood.
It's American-made movie.
Yeah, well, it's the same universe as like the Bryan
Yep.
Cranston, like all the American Godzilla movies.
Okay, and so but they don't
and,
actually.
and Kong Skull Island, because it starts at Kong Skull Island with John Goodman's character
Mhm.
Oh.
and ends basically at the new Godzilla vs. Kong.
Was that John C. Riley that was in it, not John Goodman?
John C. Riley was also in it.
2 Johns, 1 movie.
And yeah,
Oh,
because
that's
Nova
right, that's
was
right,
in
that's
it,
right. Yeah,
Captain
yeah,
Marvel
yeah.
was in
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
fucking Nick Fury
That's
was
right.
in it,
Loki.
Loki was in it.
I forgot that he was the guy
Yeah.
that sent him there. That's right.
Yeah.
So they have this whole season and Godzilla didn't show up until the end.
Well, he was in it briefly a couple of times,
Hmm.
but like he really came in and spoiler alert if you haven't finished Monarch and if anybody cares, but the show ends with a Godzilla versus Rodan fight.
Oh.
And I was not expecting Rodan. He just came out of nowhere. I was like, "Oh, yeah, it's on! Let's get finally! I've been waiting 10 episodes for a monster to punch another monster in the face.
That's just
It was
interesting.
worth it."
It was interesting that they have a show about Monster and he makes very little appearances.
Yeah, well, he came out of a fucking rainbow bridge beam like Thor.
Awesome.
Like
Bifrost.
like they were
Straight
getting
out of the
they were getting
Bifrost,
yeah, they were getting attacked by Rodan, and then
Oh.
suddenly the beam comes down and Godzilla walks out of it like he's like, "What's up, fuckers?" I was like, "Oh yeah, all I need is a pair of sunglasses. This is my shit."
Absolutely.
Kevin was sitting there
I was
squeezing.
like, "My pussy." So anyway, it was really good. We
Visual gag on an audio podcast.
don't worry, I was pinching my nipples.
Everyone at home.
But then we've also been watching For All Mankind, which is just a nonstop banger.
What's that on?
That's both of those are on Apple.
'Kay.
Apple has some of the best programming
Apple is-
on the
do.
planet.
They're
right
knocking
now.
it out of the park. It's
Really
weird.
So the other one was
It's
For All Mankind. That's the alternate universe where
That-
Russia got to the moon first. But like this
that
whole
one's on
thing
my
was,
list.
was like on Mars, and like there's this big mutiny of like the lower decks people versus like command, and
Interesting.
this asteroid that was going to be that was
big
heading towards Mars, but like Earth
Like,
was going to
diverted
steal.
it.
They're like, you
Oh.
can't steal this. You won't need Mars if you steal it. Like but it takes place in like
Oh.
2003.
In like the alternate like Soviet
alternate
dimension
Yeah,
timeline,
kind of.
yeah, because
yeah.
each season goes forward a decade.
Oh, cool.
Neat.
My
Anyway,
friend is back. But then, sorry, one more. Other than that, like we started watching. I don't think it's canceled. I just don't know if it's been renewed yet because I think the 4th season just wrapped up. But Tacoma FD.
Oh yeah.
It's on Netflix.
that's a
It's
comedy,
a
right?
It's
Yeah.
a firefighter comedy, and it's
Oh.
incredible. It's by the Broken Lizard people,
I should probably watch
specifically
it. Oh,
Steve
okay.
Lemmy and Kevin Heffernan.
Okay.
Though a couple of the other guys show up, but not Jay. I don't know why. Because I mean, they just did that fantasy one, the Quasi or something. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's just a really like low effort.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you think too much. Like
Right.
good,
Ooh,
sort
yeah.
of wholesome comedy.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
also
God.
really dirty.
Good.
But like it's just like it doesn't make you work too hard to just
Right.
have a good time and enjoy
Yeah.
some laughs
Yeah.
because it's Broken Lizard and that's what they do.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Kind of like that one medic. What was that one medic one that we both liked?
Trauma? No, Sirens. It was
Sirens. Yep.
it-
Yeah.
But it only got like two seasons.
Yeah.
And it was like Sirens. I was like, this might be my new Scrubs,
Oh
Oh,
wow.
damn.
but
Right.
it only lasted like 2 seasons and they
Yeah.
threw it away. So this is my new Scrubs,
Okay.
Tacoma FD.
FD.
Because
Nice.
it's really self-referential a lot.
Ah.
Because like they're upset because they have a lot of time on their hands.
Well, yeah,
'cause
they're
it's-
firefighters.
Because they're firefighters.
All they do
and
is sit around until
and
the
it's
call comes
Tacoma,
in.
Washington. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit? It rains
rains.
90% of the time there.
What fire?
but-
That's pretty funny.
But they're like, so
Incredible.
they're always like trying to find new shows to binge, and they're like, oh, there's this new firefighter drama. He's like, I don't like firefighter TV shows. There's always like one fire per season, and it's more wrapped up in their personal lives. I just don't like it, and that's exactly what this show is. They're like, there's the one female character, and she's inexplicably hot, and then of course in walks in the
Yeah.
inexplicably hot female character,
Right.
who is a delight. She is super gorgeous, and she's so fucking funny.
Nice.
A highlight of the show. She plays Kevin Heffernan's character's daughter, who
Oh,
joins the
okay.
fire department.
Oh, fun. Well, okay, what is that on streaming?
That's Netflix.
Netflix.
Netflix, easy,
Okay.
easy peasy.
Nice, easy breezy, beautiful. Netflix.
So, Aaron and
recommend
I have been watching through the Jurassic Park movies because
Some of those are really good.
some of
never
them
seen
Many
the
of
first
them
one.
pretty
are
good.
aggressively okay.
Many,
and
I
two of them
agree.
are really bad.
Yeah. So we just got to we got to Fallen Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom.
Was that the newest
That's
one?
no,
Or was that
that's
the-
Dominion. Dominion is the last one.
Okay.
Fallen Kingdom
Was the volcano one?
It was the volcano
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
And I
I've
actually
seen one of these movies. It's the first one.
have we not made you watch the second one
No.
with Jeff Goldblum again?
No.
Huh?
Well, because Jeff Goldblum was in the third one too.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't in the third one. He was
Oh.
in. He was in.
Oh,
this,
then he came in the
was
new
in
series
Fallen
of 'em.
Kingdom.
Oh.
Original second
Yes,
one. Okay.
original second one,
I'm
not-
with you. I'm picking up what
yeah.
you're putting down.
Got it.
That
So
was
we watched.
not Julie Andrews. Julianne Moore.
Yeah,
I
in the
don't-
second, in the
Oh.
original trilogy, second movie, Julianne Moore and Vince Vaughn and
Yeah, Vince Vaughn.
and
Weird.
your
Oh,
and
he was good in it too.
Anna's and Toby Ziegler. From
Oh,
West
yeah,
Wing.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
I totally
okay.
forgot he was in it, and Aaron was like,
Classic.
"Hey, look at that!" And I'm like,
Yeah, like a good
"Ah."
friend of mine, one of like buds in LA is just like his son.
Yeah,
It's like,
His-
oh yeah, my friend redacted is this, and I'm like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, his dad's like fairly well known. He does some, and she's like, he's
Some
in West
stuff.
Wing. I'm like, what?
You're like, "Wait a second,
I'm sorry.
I've seen a good chunk of that show."
Yeah, I'm like, hold on.
But yeah,
Anyway.
so yeah, he's in the second, the what's it called, Lost World,
Yeah.
Yeah. Jurassic Park, the Lost World, or the Lost World, Jurassic Park.
And then I
whatever.
think Jurassic Park 3 was just called Jurassic Park.
It was just
3
Jurassic
claw
Park
marks.
3 claw marks, and that is how many out of 10 I would give it.
Yep, same.
Because it has
That being
nothing to
nice.
do with anything.
Nope. So the first one was iconic.
It's,
One of the greatest
right.
movies of all
Yeah,
time.
Literally,
absolutely.
I want
Second
to
one was
get.
fine.
The second one was.
It was pretty good. It was
You know-
entertaining. I liked the daughter when she did the
Yeah.
gymnastics things and kicked a fucking
kick-
raptor in the
yeah,
face.
That was awesome. And
Yeah.
like Jeff Goldblum
Wow,
being,
spoiler.
Jeff Goldblum. I actually, so in rewatching the whole series, I have decided my next tattoo is going to be the original Big Mama T-Rex from the first one. Yeah, I know. I have a My Chemical Romance tattoo.
I
and a
think
TARDIS.
you mean the first one and the sixth one. Spoilers.
No, she's in the fifth one.
Is she?
I thought she's in all of them.
Not. No, she's not in 3. She's not in. I don't think she's in 2.
I thought that was a different T-Rex.
That's a different T-Rex in 2 because it's a different island. It's Isla
Yeah,
Sorna.
it's Isle B.
Yeah.
So it's a different T-Rex.
It's Isla Sorna, not Isla Nublar.
Dork.
Anyway, yeah.
I'm
deep in the lore.
Deep in the lore.
Deep in the lore of
Right.
Jurassic
And
Park.
we've all heard my rant about the Jurassic Park movies. It's just
Oh.
fucking just nuke both
Bumble
islands.
texted me.
Right.
Just nuke both islands from orbit. It's the only
Well,
safe way.
that's what kind of happens in the fifth one. One of the islands gets the volcano
hella
was
blown up.
Oh.
and I actually kind of got emotional at the last shot of the
Buddy.
well, because there's a brontosaurus. I mean, spoiler for Fallen Kingdom, but it was been out since 2018, so fuck off.
Yeah, Ian.
This is all a me problem. I'm just gonna
Well, and it happens halfway
Thoroughly-
through the movie, so it's not
right,
it's
not like the end game.
it's not the
I-
end game of the movie,
If I was mad about spoilers, I would have watched more
would,
movies already.
and
yeah,
we probably wouldn't be friends.
probably.
How is
would
it
have
for a
been
film
true.
guy? You don't watch a lot of movies.
You know, are you my therapist? Do you want to go into it or
wanna
no?
go-
All right.
Anyway, so they're the heroes get onto the last boat leaving the island, and there's a brontosaurus on the dock, and the lava's coming down and smoke, and the brontosaurus is like making that brontosaurus call and like brings it back to
That
the
part
first.
was sad.
It brings it back to the first movie where
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, it's just calling out for a herd, and I'm just like, I'm crying, I'm not gonna cry. It's dinosaur. This is CGI dinosaur. It's not gonna make me cry.
And there's Jurassic Park 6 that features 3 full minutes of dinosaurs.
Great.
The rest is bugs.
Really?
The rest is butts.
Bugs.
Oh.
Bugs.
If it had been butts,
If it
I'd
had
have
been
like,
butts,
I'd have been
I would
there.
be
I'd already
excited.
watched it.
Which one is 6? Is that Dominion?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Dominion. It's
I haven't watched
That's
it
the
yet.
one
Jurassic
that's the one that
World.
brings the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
band back together.
yeah.
With the new cast and old
Yeah.
cast.
Yeah.
We have yet to watch that one.
I
If
haven't watched it
I
yet.
hadn't been
It
here.
is it follows the trend of quality of third movie.
Okay. All right.
Shrek the Third.
Not- I mean, I wasn't when we started the Jurassic Worlds.
the island.
When we started the Jurassic
the
Worlds, I was
dinosaurs.
like, I saw 1. I skipped 2 and 3 because they looked kind of meh and like popcorn movie cash grabs.
Sure. That's what they were.
And this last one I was more into than I thought I would be. probably mostly because there were a lot of callbacks to the original.
Just you wait.
Oh, great! Is there another like dumb little girl in a
No.
dumb waiter that's trying to pull it down, but then
No,
the,
but sort
the
of.
dinosaur crashes into it?
No, but sort
'Cause-
of yes.
Okay, all right, I can do it. But yeah, they're like, yeah, I kind of wish we had Aaron and I had recorded
That
our commentary because it was pretty funny.
But it was.
Yeah, this one's all about like the secret other investor of Jurassic Park.
The shadowy other
The
investor.
shadow of us.
He's
shadowy
man.
other-
Well, because in Fallen Kingdom, it was John Hammond's partner, like original partner
Yeah.
Oh.
in InGen.
Oh.
And then they had a schism
Mm.
and broke up before Jurassic Park got a.
Schism. What a word. Just
Yeah.
like to have to describe
Oh,
a falling
and
out
what's his
between
face
people.
plays him, and I can't remember the actor who plays the fucking.
is that Asian scientist in it again? I'm sorry.
Yes,
I don't
was
know
like,
the actor's name, but he's in.
I was
a
like,
lot of things.
okay, so he fucked up in.
Okay, somebody should just kill him. And
I
then-
know, that's what I said. That's literally what I said.
How
I'm
come
like,
he's
can we
not-
just shoot him in the head already?
Why has he not been eaten by a dinosaur already? All the bad people in the Jurassic Park movies get eaten by dinosaurs.
Yeah, they should. He
and
should be
some
eaten by a
innocent
dinosaur.
people. I mean,
But yeah, what's his name? I gotta look him up because it's gonna drive me insane.
I want to say his last name is like Lou or something.
No,
wait.
I
No,
know.
not the Asian
not
guy.
the
that's,
Asian guy.
That's Henry.
Oh.
That's
That's
BD
BD
Wong.
Wong.
BD Wong, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his face? Shang
Mhm.
from Mulan.
Oh.
He did. He
Oh, shit.
voiced.
Well, why?
Now we're all on our phones.
Why-
James
I'm like-
Cromwell. I
Yes.
didn't even need to look it up. It came to me.
Way to
a
go, Rob.
brilliant-
So proud of you.
I'm a genius. Anyway.
Wally. It was Wally.
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 I was gonna say, well, I was
Anyway.
gonna say while you were looking that up, I was gonna mention that Last of Us won 7 Emmys, including one by Nick Offerman
Jeez.
for best guest actor appearance.
Did
in
they-
those,
Did they win Emmys?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
were those Golden Globes?
those were Emmys,
And
both.
and I know they played.
Both.
I know they won a bunch
Yeah.
of, or they.
But they
It's
won
been-
Emmys
they
too.
cleaned the
Most of them
fuck
were like effects, but Nick Offerman won, and I was very, very happy for him. And he
Right.
gave
And I'm thrilled that it is legitimizing, video game.
Oh yeah.
Right.
yes,
Like movies, TV shows,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
It's like a serious medium.
yeah.
right.
Oh yeah. Nick Offerman fucking deserved it. That was one of the best episodes of television I think that has ever been written.
So
Correct.
well written.
A little sad Pedro Pascal did not get any sort of acting award for that, but okay.
It's one of
I'll
those
get over it.
roles where
Neither
I
did
feel
Bella
like,
Ramsey though. So
Yeah, I feel like it's one of
Or
those things where there's
I think
a
she
lot
might
of
have got
the
Critics' Choice.
the
for
kind
it.
of show where you've got the two main characters that have their own dynamic, but a lot of the show is like pulling through other interesting bit parts. And I
Yeah.
feel like that a lot of times the bit parts get the
Yeah.
the critical acclaim
Yeah.
because it's kind of like you're led to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
I
my
mean,
own-
and bit parts deserve it.
absolutely,
Like,
absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah, I
But
think it's totally legit. But because of that, you sometimes lose.
well, and they were up against Succession a lot of times, and
Aye,
it was
it's Succession
Succession's.
that won.
Mm,
It was Succession's
shit
last
ton.
season.
Yeah.
Last.
Right.
So I guess that's why they won a lot.
yeah.
Kieran Culkin
Oh yeah.
beat the shit out of Pedro Pascal.
That's right. If anybody's wondering about my arm, it's actually my shoulder.
And it's because
Mm.
Kieran Culkin beat the shit out of me.
And and then they cut the camera
Yeah.
of Kieran Culkin. He's
It's
just staring at
straight
him,
faced. Straight.
just
face.
mean mugging the fuck
Yeah.
out of him. Just like,
Oh,
oh
it's so
god,
Because
funny.
for
Right.
one of the award shows, Kieran went up and accepted the award, and his first line was like, "Suck it, Pedro." Sorry. It's just like I love their burgeoning dynamic.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, they're developing one already.
Yes.
Ooh.
So Jurassic Park,
But anyway,
Yeah.
Jurassic Worlds.
they're
Well,
films.
yeah.
They count among movies.
Like
of
I
all
said,
time.
I did like the fifth one. I think it was better than Jurassic World.
I think they need to stop making them.
Well, they have. This is I mean, quote unquote, they have. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll beat that dead horse
Yeah.
until
Until
it stops
spitting out
money.
money.
So
Kind of like
Why
they
are you looking
stopped.
at me like that?
Kind of like they've stopped making Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, they'll never stop.
Hey, he's
Ne-
finishing up the series.
Never
He's
stop,
said
never
he
stopping.
was only going to do Fast 10, but he was going to do it as a 2-parter.
This is
Now going to be a 3-parter, but still
This is going to be a shock to no one.
maybe
You've
one
never
more
seen
Hobbs
a
and
I have
Shaw
Furious?
movie.
never seen a Fast and
haven't
Furious
either.
movie. Not a single one.
I may have seen part of the third, the Tokyo
That's
one.
the worst one.
Oh, no.
I've seen one. I've seen the first one, then I've seen a couple more.
It is shocking that you don't like them.
I don't care.
I don't either. I don't care for them, but they're sort of forced on me, and
Well,
I watch them
yeah.
every so often because Saber loves
Yeah.
I
them.
love
They're-
that.
They're like her guilty pleasure
Mhm.
film series.
They're on like TBS a lot,
Oh,
and
yeah.
where I worked when the TV is on, those are on a
Oh.
lot, and so I've like absorbed them through that, and I
Right.
just care even less.
Yeah.
The part of you now. You can do about it.
Family.
Family. Yeah.
Anyway, anything else you've been watching?
I'm trying to think. Other than Rebel Moon, I haven't really watched anything new because my brain doesn't like that. Apparently,
We've also been
Well,
watching
that's a-
Reacher. Have you been watching Reacher?
No.
Aaron's been watching Reacher.
I've
That
been
guy is broad.
He was
And-
broad before. He is
Oh yeah,
broader now.
he was in like the second Hunger Games, and he was broad
He
back
sure-
then.
Well, he was in. I mean, he's always been a big dude because he was.
But yeah.
I first saw him in Smallville when he was Aquaman,
Oh jeez.
Oh yeah, that's right.
and I am a big fan
my
of his because
God.
I think he's very charming and
He
just sort
is.
of
He seems
a
like a-
lovable himbo kind of a guy.
Yeah.
He was Raphael in the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle
Mhm.
movies.
Was
Oh.
sure was.
In the realm of not being able to watch anything new, my current show that I just rediscovered is Warehouse 13.
Oh,
I,
so good.
I love it. So
You
what a
and
good show.
Aaron
What a good show.
I just
flip
started
between
again.
Warehouse 13 and
Eureka!
like every 6 months.
Look,
Do you not throw Lost Girl in there because those
never
3 shows
seen
are the
it.
trifecta?
yeah, I've never seen it, but it's okay.
You must.
I will.
You're
just put
gonna
it on my
fall
list.
in love with Kenzie.
You know what? Here's
The-
the problem. I fell in love with what's her name? Oh, crap.
Oh, that
Claudia.
Yeah.
for-
Mhm.
I met Alison Scagliotti in
Yeah.
New York, and I literally almost died, but it was fine. And
Kenzie.
oh, no.
Oh god.
Watch Lost Girl. It's very good, and it was on TV, but it was on TV in Canada. So like, despite the fact that it was on Sci-Fi here,
it's
it gets
Canadian.
a little like
Spicy.
it gets a little spicy, and it gets real close to showing quite a lot. So,
Oh wow!
but there's also a very delightful Mesmer character who I believe you will fall in love with.
All right,
Cool.
all right. Watch
that's-
our
A very
spin-off watch
Loki-ish,
podcast.
right? Like sort of, you never know what side he's on, but he's always sort of like the heart of gold, cheeky villain kind of thing.
God, it's like I have a type.
I get you.
I was like, I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Oh no, I was playing Sims 4.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I downloaded a
great start to the
classic.
story already.
I downloaded a bunch of mods, and I was just like, this guy's gonna be kind of a dick, but kind of a lovable dick, but also kind of like a piratey, like swashbuckly kind of dude.
Literally, that's just like every single male character.
Yeah, I
and
know.
like they
Yeah.
all spawn out
Mhm.
kind of.
That's just how they
all
roll
happen
out.
like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Cheeky bastard.
Cheeky bastards.
I also been watching a lot of BattleBots. Rewatching a lot.
In preparation.
In preparation.
Yeah, I was gonna say in
Vegas.
preparation. I couldn't remember if you had gone already or not.
No, my birthday.
God damn it.
So that's been kind of what I've been watching too, just every night.
Nice.
Watch a few episodes.
I'll never forget the time that I don't remember what it was, Kevin, but we were recording something or doing something, and I was just like, you just go, well, I mean, definitely your type. I'm like, do you even know my type? And without a beat, you say dark hair, cute face, nice ass, and I was just like,
God damn it.
stop! Visual
It's
gag
like
on.
a superpower he has.
I don't understand how you do
Just
that.
Pinpoint.
And you know what? You
Nice.
actually got my secret, like, extra unlock bonus where the eye color doesn't match the hair color combo. How did you do that? How did you know that? I don't understand.
And that's Kenzie on Lost Girl.
I told you it's his it's a superpower.
How dare you?
Matchmaker.
Mhm.
Make me sorry. Anyways,
Not a lie.
have you been watching anything? Ian? No?
Just
Yeah,
Warehouse 13
Warehouse
was
13,
was
yeah.
kind of the
Oh,
first one.
sure.
But also, like, have any of you watched Severance?
No.
Yes. Oh. Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh.
lord. Yes.
That one,
The
got
so
Ben
so
Wyatt,
repre-
yeah.
oh my
Aaron watched it.
god. Oh, did he? Okay.
Aaron watches all the new things.
Yeah.
I don't watch
Oh,
shit.
it's so good.
I watch
Okay,
the same
I
7
know
things
you're
over and
probably
over
never
again.
going to get to it, but you might at some point if you get
Yeah,
really bored.
yeah.
Devs.
Oh, okay.
Nick Offerman,
Okay.
Allison Pill.
Yep. Okay.
Allison.
It is mind bending.
Okay.
Like
It's
Severance.
Severance Energy. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Was that
I'm
the
here
one
for
on
it.
FX?
I think so, but
Yeah.
we just watched it on Hulu. But
Okay.
Yeah,
it,
or maybe it was a Hulu.
but it's like
thing that
basically a
was-
guy's trying to invent like time travel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he hires like coders to do it, and
Ooh.
yeah, it's
Okay. All right. I mean,
it's
yeah.
it's wild.
I'm
Like, and you finish that show, and you're like, who am I?
But is anything real?
Is
What's
it-
like? What is anything?
Is this correct?
I need
You're like
a
that
minute.
guy with the family and the weird lamp.
Oh my god.
I need a minute, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna question my reality.
My reality. Oh my god. Yeah, Severance though. That one.
Ugh.
That one was just like it was one of those. I love a good sci-fi concept and story that doesn't rely heavily on effects.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is just good acting.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me was and you can like just now I can't think of his name. What is not Ben
I was
Wyatt?
gonna
What's,
say
his,
Ben
what's
Wyatt.
his name?
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott.
Scott.
Yes,
Yeah.
his like you know because the premise is not a spoiler. Like the idea like that they're the consciousness they have at work is different than the consciousness they have outside of work.
Yeah.
And like you can like when you watch him in the elevator, he looks like two different people.
All
Like,
of them.
It's
They're so
good. I don't understand. It is wild.
At separating these two, because they're basically they're like these are two people. Like
Yeah.
there's basically a version of them whose only life is
Yeah.
going to work.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, yeah, Aaron watched it. I was like,
It's
I
Oh,
should. I'm
it's
gonna have to watch
haunting.
it now, aren't I?
haunting.
God
we
damn it.
might have to rewatch it.
I
now,
know,
too.
right? I know.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Wait, are we doing a spin-off with sorry. Anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm done now.
Should we get to Rebel Moon?
Let's get to
Oh,
Rebel.
Yeah, let's do Rebel Moon.
I've been looking
I,
forward
I,
to this.
you know, normally when I watch movies and stuff, I take like mental notes. I actually took physical fucking notes on this one. Like I couldn't like not.
Yeah.
Like
no.
me with Harry Potter 3 that one time.
Yeah. I wrote. I had to write them down because I had some serious thoughts.
On the back of an envelope, no less.
Well, I mean,
Well, it was the only- it was the closest
because
thing.
you had to
Yeah,
grab
I
the
guess-
closest
I
thing.
guess.
That's what.
Son of a bitch! I gotta
write this shit down.
Boy, I should have liked the futuristic Magnificent Seven.
Yep.
And although there wasn't 7 people, but
I was gonna say, were there? seven?
no, there wasn't.
were
But
only-
it's
but
same
whatever, yeah,
fucking
same.
premise.
Yeah.
I also wrote down modern day '90s sci-fi movie.
Mhm.
This movie could have been about 40 minutes less without the slow mo.
Oh my god. The fuck
I think if you take out the slow mo, it would be 40 minutes
would
shorter.
be 40 minutes shorter.
So we all know Zack Snyder loves his slow mo action scenes. We know it.
It
But
just
there were way more than normal.
gratuitous.
Like some of them were like parts where it didn't make sense.
Yes.
Slow mo.
Yeah.
like, why did we make this part? Like, he's just
Like where he like knocked her over into like the wheat or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like that wasn't. We didn't
Why?
need that.
Right.
Like him running up the
Yeah.
crane.
Yeah.
Or it could have just been him running up the crane and then slow mo like as he's hitting
Yeah.
like the jump. That would have been cool. But like
Right.
slow mo was
yeah.
awkward in
The
this one.
slow
Like,
mos
they
are
don't have the
to
same.
emphasize points, and like they weren't emphasizing points.
Any
It
point.
distracts
Yes.
from
It was
the need
like
for a slow mo.
yeah.
uncanny valley editing. Like it like did all of the pieces, but it didn't do any of it lined up over the plot. It was
Yeah.
really weird. Like I don't
Some
know
of
how
the
to explain
slow-mo,
it.
It looked weird.
Yes.
Like
Just-
not like it did in like Justice League or Watchmen, where
No.
like the slow mo was like really like well crafted.
Right. Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
just like it didn't look right,
Right.
a lot of times. Like
Yeah.
it was almost too slow.
I
don't- it-
swear to God, I think he was just like in the editing room and just like,
I wanted
long is-
slow mo.
how long has it been since we had a slow mo? 5 minutes? You know what? Let's
Yeah,
throw some slow mo.
See in here, and I apologize. I'm probably gonna blow up the mic on this one. This is just how I imagine him in the editing room with the slow mo dial. Just
It's the only way I can come.
sorry. Sorry.
I also equate it to the amount of gratuitous lens flares in
Oh,
In a
the
J.J.
lens-
in a
Abrams.
J.J.
Yes,
Abrams
okay.
Star
Yes.
Trek
You
movie.
guys, okay, this is literally like my main takeaway. Like, I didn't write any notes because I was just like, whatever, I'll probably just ramble. But so I'll not try not to do that. My main takeaway was basically like, this is 4 movies that I all want to see, but he just
Separately.
stuck. Yes, but they're all together, and none of
Chopped 'em
them was
all up.
done well. Like it was just like there were so many pieces that I'm like, oh, I want to see more. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Like it just all this stuff kept happening.
Like what is Ed Screen? Like what is he?
What's with the cane?
What's
Why-
Why
with the
does he have a
cane?
what's
It was
yeah.
Dune, Skyrim,
Yep.
Star Wars,
Yep.
and Star Trek
Yep.
somehow all at once.
but all
but also
not
Magnificent
good.
Seven, and
Yes.
also
And like a
even more
Justice
so
League
than
movie.
Star Trek, I would give it Warhammer 40K.
Okay, that's a
And
fair. That's a fair.
classic like hero's journey.
Yeah.
whiny
And,
bullshit.
yeah, and much like my theater director in high school, I wrote a note that I don't know what I meant by it. I just put arm gets stabbed, no fix. So somebody must have got stabbed in an arm.
And so I really focused on these fake lightsabers and the fact that
Yeah,
she
the
had
totally
2 red
not-
ones.
Yeah.
Totally
But
not
then in the
lightsaber
beginning, there
lightsabers.
was the guy who had the blue lightsaber, and we never saw it again.
yeah.
Never saw it.
Why do
And-
the bad guys have blue ones? Why do the good guys have red ones? Is it just he wanted to be a contrarian about it? I don't understand.
Probably.
Who knows?
I love Sophia Boutella.
I do too.
Same.
I love her.
She can do fight choreography like
Yup.
nobody's fucking business.
And the fight scenes were great, and she was great. And you're probably gonna
Except
hate me
the
for
slow-mo.
saying this. I don't think she's a strong enough actor to carry a movie like this.
I think she would have been better as one of the side people, and if we had made one of the
I
side
think if
people
she
the
had been
main
the
character.
assassin with the
yeah.
lightsabers.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that I could see it working, except for the fact that I just don't think that she needs a stronger script to
And that could have
support
been-
her.
Yeah.
That could
Like
have
she
been the
could
problem.
have done it, but like maybe a different actor could have made that work better.
And
But
yeah,
it was just yeah.
There was lines that were like delivered weird, and I'm like, why?
there were
It's super weird.
why
And,
were
and
you-
I
what was your
don't hate you. I
motivation behind
agree
it?
with you. I
So
don't
much
think she was strong.
potential.
I don't
No, I
think she
agree,
was
though.
strong enough of an actor, not necessarily to be a lead, but to lead this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think she is certainly better when she is the
bad.
sort of sassy anti-hero
Mm.
support
Yeah.
the lead.
Mhm.
Right.
Like
Give-
Atomic Blonde.
like fucking
Kingsman.
Kingsman, like
Kingsman, yeah.
Star
Ugh.
Trek.
Yeah.
She was so
Yeah,
good in
that's
Star
right.
Trek.
Yeah.
Yes, she was in
Yeah.
Star Trek Beyond.
Oh,
She was the white
yeah, I
girl.
totally forgot.
Yeah. Great.
She
Yeah.
was incredible in it.
Yeah, no, she was really
Yeah.
good.
And then why did he have the thing with all the things going into
His
him?
little
Yeah.
like
Orgasm
injects the heroin and the sex into your body. Like
And what was
I love that you guys are wanting answers to things.
What was the did you guys see the tentacles?
Good energy.
yeah.
What-
Oh yeah, the
what was the
well,
tentacles?
that was I think that's the
sex part?
R-rated part. Because like he
Uh,
you know he had
I've
like the
seen enough to
mechanical.
know
Zack,
where
does
this
Zack
is
Snyder
going.
need a little tentacle porn?
I
moment?
maybe yeah. I
Well,
think
there you
that's
go.
exactly what was happening. I think because he you know
little
Ed,
Pacific Rim thrown in there.
at
Wow.
the
Yeah, we're in
beginning
it.
he had
Second
you know
Pacific Rim, anyways.
the like mechanical
Well,
looking things.
I wonder if they're
stuck
supposed to
onto
be
his
like part of the
parts.
Collie, which we're supposed to get, I think, a 30-minute animated short about. They're like the spacers from Dune, but
Oh.
this movie.
Oh.
Maybe.
I mean, but yeah, he had like the mechanical ones,
Right.
and then he like
Then there's
walked
the
toward
squid,
the
then there's the
tentacle.
Kraken one. And
Yeah, so I think that was like inject the whatever bullshit he needs to live,
the
and then the
bullshit.
sex, and then the tentacles
also
for
the
the
sex.
sex.
Like
you inject
I can,
the sex.
I can headcanon and I can I can film explain a lot of confusing things that don't
Yeah,
make sense in
totally,
movies, especially
same.
Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
I can give you an exact reason why something exists the way it does in Star
Yes.
Wars and make you think that is in fact the
Yeah.
correct
Right.
reason.
You'll
Right.
have
Because I'm probably right and it sounds true.
And in the
But
end,
I
that's
need
all that really
some
matters.
sort of prior context in order to give
right,
you
you
these
can't invent a concept if there's literally
Right.
like
no framework.
yeah.
Oh my god. I
Because
will.
then,
yeah.
because then at the end, like those courts, like brought his consciousness to the emperor guy, and then like his body was dying. Like, what are those? Can Ed Skrein play a normal human being
No,
at
never,
all?
ever,
I don't think
ever.
he can because
don't
of
think
his
it's-
face.
Yeah, no,
I think it's
he's-
just his face.
He has,
Yeah.
he
He's
has
just
that
got
screen
that
face.
weird face. But anyway, like, what are you
What are you?
that you need
What are
the
you?
ports? Explain the ports to me.
Ed Skrein, explain.
It's great.
Ed Skrein.
Explain.
Ed, Eddie,
Confusion.
Anyway,
Eddie. This is me.
Edward.
It's just me and you here. What the actual fuck, Eddie?
What are the ports?
What are the ports?
Harry, did you tell me?
I think they should have started at the war. I think he should have,
Yeah,
like, because I feel like there's a lot of like things
there's a
that
lot of
came from that
backstory.
that would have explained a lot of the weirdness that's
It-
happening
yeah.
here.
Definitely felt like he was trying to be like, well, I got to start with episode 4.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's exactly what I was going to say.
Absolutely.
He tried to A New
Yeah.
Hope this
Yes.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like he
There were
he went.
so many
No, I don't think
Star
so.
Wars beats
I don't
that
think
I was
do.
like, just
no.
dude.
Sorry. But there's meat.
Do you want some
okay.
Dr. Pepper? Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
It's okay.
sorry. I've been a bad producer.
Anyway,
I've been bad, so bad.
I can't do liquid carbs.
Well, no.
They
Oh.
make me ill.
anyway,
Yes, he
Gonna leave that as, like,
definitely, he
extract that.
definitely
he definitely wanted it to be
New Hoped it,
New Hope
and it didn't. It failed.
because as
There's
Ian,
another one, right? Because
There's another one.
Are they
Yeah.
making 3 or they?
I think it's
Thought
two parts.
Two.
Yeah, it just felt.
two parts.
I mean, just everything from the like. Yeah, there's variations, but literally like the whole thing where it's like person that has a past paired up with a farm boy goes off world by going to a cantina and finding a
Yeah.
person to fly them in a ship.
Who shoots
going-
first?
Who shoots first? Like it was just like everything.
The second they went to
lined
that,
up.
I was
I
that
literally,
cantina, I
I'm
went,
like,
I was shocked that we did not hear that. I was waiting
or like
for it.
a artlist.io version of it.
Yeah.
Literally.
Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
They just play it backwards.
Well, and then the other thing that got me too was I
Yep,
thought
yep.
that the visual design, like the actual built like design of the sets,
Yeah.
were really amazing.
Oh my God,
And
It was
yeah.
everything was very
gorgeous.
interesting
Yeah.
looking.
But also like
Arty.
it didn't do a good job of. It didn't like world build. It just
Right.
was pretty.
Was world present.
Yes, like it
yeah.
was just like,
was
oh, and now
world,
it looks
period.
like it might be mildly Japanese inspired
Yeah.
in this scene.
Oh, like the actual Japanese village, you mean?
Yeah.
Right. But like they were in the same like planet as the Nordic thing.
Yeah.
And then
At
like, and that was
least-
and it was oh no, it was a moon. I'm sorry. That was it was a
Whatever.
moon.
Yeah.
What was
It's not
planet?
Rebel
Yeah.
Planet. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
And like so it's just like why is there a difference? What what is the situation here? Why, I just
Why?
I have it did nothing. It was pretty. Everyone was like, I want to do these visuals. And everyone's like, cool, yeah, do the visuals. And then they didn't make it line up with anything to do with the design. Like
Yeah.
you talk about like, Tatooine where all like it's all homogenous because the world looks
Yeah.
similar and has a reason for that to all
And
be
it's
that way.
hot, so they have
It's
the
under-
low
underground,
Yeah.
And here it's like, okay, this looks vaguely Norse when we first start, and then
They're all
then we
farmers,
walk off
okay,
this
all
other
right.
side of this thing, and like the whole land looks a little bit different, and it's like, what are we doing here?
And it's not like because they could have even said, we have to go to the Surian side of the planet,
Right.
and that would have been all of the context
Yes,
we
that's it.
needed.
Like,
Instead,
to
it
your
just,
point, like,
it just
yo,
felt
we
like
go-
they
yeah.
went from like St. Paul to Minneapolis,
Right.
and St. Paul is Little Japan,
Man,
and
it's totally
Minneapolis
different.
is
Is
right.
is
We have
Vikingburg.
no
Yeah.
idea how far they had to go for this. It looks
Yeah.
like they rode animals. It couldn't have been terribly
Yeah.
far. Like it was just
They went down the street, and
Yeah.
it was a completely different like
it's like,
biome.
oh yeah, we're in San Francisco now. It doesn't
Yeah.
really.
It was like changing fucking zones in World of Warcraft for fuck's sake.
Yeah, and
Like-
it's
like,
funny how they
literally
did
though.
all that, but yet did not disguise the fact that the bad guys were literally ripped off from the Nazi uniform.
God,
Whereas,
yeah.
like,
They
which
didn't
is
even try.
where it's like,
Been done
did
so
not
many
even
times
try.
already.
right, like you don't
like
like,
we get it, they're bad guys.
right, like in
Right.
Star Wars,
But
you can,
fashionable ones.
right, like in Star Wars, you can tell that they were inspired. Each the
Yeah.
bad guys were inspired by this. Darth Vader was inspired by the
Right.
samurai, which is Jedi, samurai,
Right,
etc.
right.
etc.
Mhm.
I mean, you can tell where the influence came from. Where this one, they're just like,
This is
the bad guys are going to be Nazi uniforms
This is-
because everybody knows Nazis are
these
bad.
are moon Vikings
Somebody-
and moon samurai and moon
Moon
Nazis,
Nazis.
and we've done
Nailed it.
moon Nazis to death.
Yes.
It's been done.
Someone call Hugo Boss and just get a shipment of
Right.
Because
Seriously, it was like Ed Screen walking up in that outfit. I'm just
It's
like,
like
I'm like, you're
the rebels say, you know,
so you're a
Yeah.
Nazi. Are you a
Sauce is funny
Nazi or
sauce.
Nazi?
here's my cane.
And why was the cane humorous or not humorous?
I mean, yeah,
Like,
like the
femur
shaped. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, why is it femur shaped?
Yeah.
so, okay, so
Is it
here's a
made out
fun
of
fact.
your-
I had a friend who had her hip replaced.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we were walking to my apartment, and she slipped and she fell, and she actually bent her titanium
Shit.
hip, so she had to get a new one. But they let her keep the
Well,
old
yeah.
one, and it was this titanium femur with a
Absolutely.
slightly bent rod. I'm like, if you don't make a cane
out
out
of
of
that,
that,
We are no longer friends.
like-
exactly. And I don't know if she ever did. We don't really talk much anymore. But
Oh my
I
God.
really hope she
Oh,
did
man.
because that is my headcanon for that.
That's what I figured was like maybe he like fucked up his hip and
And
now
I'm gonna
it's
say
his cane,
say
but
it was his mother's.
It's
I love
the
it.
former king.
It's-
Does he not seem like the
Yeah.
type of person
yeah.
who would
He's
turn
got
his
a
mother's
weird-
hip replacement
he's got
to
a weird
cane?
mommy issue
Oh,
thing going on.
Exactly.
Something really
Way too much
deeply
hentai porn for there to not be a mommy
Some
issue.
Way
damage
too many
here.
tentacles.
Yeah, like
Little
there's just
psycho-
something
yeah.
about him. Okay, next
just the
question.
face.
This is like a specific thing, but I want to get all of your like kind of visceral takes. What did you think of like the weird like restraining droideka base with the little like scorpion
I
holding thing?
liked it.
It was kind of a neat
It was
design.
a cool design.
It reminded me of that statue from Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It
Thank
did.
You.
Yes, it did.
But I was also vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Sorry.
reminded me of that, but also the little torture device in Doctor Strange when he locks up what's his name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It gave me not for any
When he
specific
locks up
like.
my fiance's hall pass.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Which one? I
Mads
haven't
Mikkelsen?
seen Doctor Strange.
Mads,
in,
Mads
like-
Mikkelsen. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
'cause,
yeah.
Like, yeah. In the first.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Tell us how you really feel.
So the other thing it reminded me of, but not for any like direct reason, just more of a vibe reason. It gave me like new Dune movie vibes.
Oh yeah.
Like
sure.
it just
Yeah.
had that like a lot of the stuff that happened with the
Like-
what is it, the mother
Motherworld?
Motherworld. Like a lot of that energy was like a direct combo of the
Well, 'cause-
Empire
yeah.
And that's where like the
and
Kali
Dune,
are
like,
from.
Dune.
Yeah.
The Motherworld, and they're like the spacer things. just like
Yeah.
Dune.
Yeah. It just immediately like that was like the Dune, and also like I think that it occasionally attempted Dune pacing. Like
It
was
tried,
bits
it
where
tried.
tried to do no,
Did
of course,
not-
it did not
it did not
succeed at that.
work.
But it was one of the 5 movies that was
Yeah.
in there that I wanted to
Oh,
watch.
I did rewatch Dune recently.
The
Uh,
original or the
sober.
new one?
No, the new one.
I need to see the old one.
I
I've
w-
never seen it.
I watched it sober this time though, so
Congrats.
it actually made sense.
Not bad.
Because I
Timothy
was
Chalamet.
very drunk the last time I watched it,
Stings in it.
and the
Oh.
only thing I
Skinny
cared
Sting.
about
Very,
either
very
time
skinny
was
Sting.
Jason Momoa, and not just because he's Jason Momoa, because I actually think
Shaving
Duncan Idaho
Jason
is a
Momoa
pretty
would
cool
He
look
just
character.
doesn't look right without the beard.
right,
He
right.
needs
He's a
the
little
beard.
weird. Yeah, he needs a little scruff.
Mm.
You need something, yeah. Maybe in the second one he'll be a little more scruffy.
It makes him look very like soft.
A little baby faced.
Yeah.
I mean, but
A lot
that's true of
younger,
any
too.
guy with
Well,
a
I
beard who
mean-
then shaves it.
Not, but I wouldn't say any guy, because
Like-
but like it makes him look like really, really
Not Ed
like.
Screen.
Ed Screen.
Makes him go from Jason Momoa.
I'm Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm never shaving
What
my
you-
beard because I fear what it would.
That's
No,
Aaron as well.
yeah.
You shave his face, he looks like he's 16. It's pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
I'm used to this nice look. For once, I'm happy with my face.
You guys-
Yeah,
you guys
he'll
think
guarantee
with
it.
beards. I like the beardy. What's going on?
A lot of beard in this room.
A lot of beard.
Dude.
Hi, my name is Megan.
Yeah.
And I'm also here.
I am also beard.
Oh
What?
God, no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Aaron is straight. I only thought he was gay for the first 5 months I knew him.
It's fair. It's like a reverse beard.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's how that works. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm done.
Sure.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
you-
Rebel Moon.
Anyway, Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
Sure. What like for all of its faults, of which there were many, of all of the confusing choices he made,
Damn it.
for how not great it was, I still had a really good time
It
watching
was
it.
pretty.
It was
I
kind of
did.
fun.
I can't help it. I was like, this is a terrible choice, but
What
I'm
is
having
it?
I'm having a good time.
I watched it alone, and I do want to watch it again with like people, and just like Yeah, well, I think we need to
God,
we need
have
to
to tear
riff
this
it.
apart.
Let
We
me
have to
know,
do it.
please
Yes,
invite me over
yes,
too. And
yeah.
also, I
Yeah,
I
we'll do
really
a
think
group
this movie could be
watching.
very like riff tracksable.
Totally.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying is
Absolutely.
I want us literally to riff
Yes.
tracks it because I think it would be a lot of fun.
And
Like
I
it'd
also
be cool.
think, and I'm telling you, we need to watch the riff tracks for Twilight.
There's a riff track for Twilight.
yeah.
It's
I mean, I
in-
don't know why I'm surprised.
It's
I'm
incredible.
here
It sounds
for it.
amazing.
I'm here for it. I'll do it. I'm in. I'm in.
Anyway,
Rebel Moon.
Yeah, I was watching Rebel Moon, like the very last 15 minutes of the movie. So it's like Ed's
Yeah.
Screeny Boy is like up in his birth thing, and they're sending him, telegraphing
Which
him.
he also sort
to
of
the-
like tried to Return of the King. This movie, it
Right.
had like 4 like
yeah.
better ending points,
Yeah.
but
right,
whatever.
right, and he's standing there
It's
on
like,
the ice,
oh, we're
and he
still
keeps
going.
repeatedly stabbing the ice with his cane thing
Yeah.
and talking to him
Yeah.
to make a point. Anyway, so this is all happening. My roommate walks into the house,
Oh God.
and she just goes, "This, what? Do you like this?" Or like she was just like kind of taken aback by everything that was happening on screen. And I'm just sitting there watching. I'm just like, I think I hate it. I watched the whole thing, but I
Which,
don't know.
for the record, I am deep in friend love with Ian's roommate.
Oh
Alan.
my God. I
We-
love Allie.
She and I spent a good 20 minutes hard
Oh, yes.
lowering Ian on Twilight.
they gave
Hard
me
flooring
they
him.
gave me like a like a joint lecture, PhD level lecture.
Can we record that? And
I wish
We
I had just.
we
I
sort of
honestly
attacked
should have
him
just.
with
I
it.
love
It was almost aggressive. Well, most things Allie do is.
I
It
mean,
was
it's
not
yeah.
almost aggressive. It was very aggressive.
I love
I
Allie.
literally.
And another.
Yeah, it's like I literally was sitting there and I just was like, I had the moment where I was like,
Oh my God.
guys, I don't know exactly what I did in my life that led to this exact moment happening because it's so fucking weird.
I liked how like when we were editing the film, she would like come down, and all of a sudden she decided to do arts and crafts down there.
Oh yeah, she had something that she was doing, and like he's the classic example of just like parallel play where she'll
Untreated
just like.
ADHD.
Oh yeah. It's
I
just,
love her.
Well, like if you got her like of like a human-sized cat bed, she's the kind of person that would just like sit near you, curled up on the floor. Like that, she's just
Yeah.
that kind of person. She just does stuff around
You
you.
mean, like-
Tell her if every so often if she wants to like parallel play while we're doing a winner is you and
Yeah.
just chime in
yeah.
every so often.
Okay.
I have
She
no problem with
absolutely
that.
would.
Her playing Skyrim alone, not being recorded, and me just walking by is way funnier than you and I will ever be, and I don't know why.
First of all, I'm very offended.
Just you've never seen her though. It's fucking hilarious.
Nice.
Love it.
Anyway, the moral of the story is yes, we should absolutely do that because it's fun.
We should riff tracks Rebel Moon.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we should.
Oh
have
my
tried
God,
that.
yeah.
That'd be fun.
Coming soon to YouTube.
Yeah, we'll be.
We'll be
I'll
riff
see you
tracking
there.
Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anything else about that movie?
If you have Netflix, there's literally no reason not to
I
watch
mean,
it.
yeah,
It's
it's-
stupid, but
it's
I
stupid.
promise you, it's one of those. I had a good time watching that pile of shit, like The Room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Watch it.
Exactly.
I think watch it. It's one of those watch with friends movies.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agreed.
If
I
It,
you-
watched it alone.
it
Yeah,
is enjoyable. Yeah,
watched it alone
same.
as well.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
we all
obviously I
just-
watched it with
But like,
Sabra, but
yeah, like I enjoyed the time that I was watching it, but I was also like, I can't believe I'm watching
Right.
this.
right.
I look forward to the R-rated version. I guarantee.
I want to watch it again.
I don't.
I
I
do.
don't even know
I do.
what-
I
I
would
do
love
wanna
to
watch-
watch this.
But I only want to
does-
watch it with people.
What
like
does
that
the
is
R-rated
my
version have?
more tentacle porn.
I guarantee more tentacle porn and probably Sophia Patel's nipples, and I am there for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
I'm
against
in.
that.
You
Yeah,
got
against
me.
that.
How about we riff track?
Jimon Hwangsu's dong. Jimon Hwangsu's dong.
We should riff track the
Your
R
brain.
version. Like we all watch it for the first time and riff track it.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
Jimon Hwangsu, come on our podcast.
Oh my god.
Yes, please. Just be cool.
Oh.
Just be cool in my presence.
Which, by the way, Gran Turismo, I also just watched. He plays the dad in
Yeah.
it. And
Oh, I need to see that.
and Ginger Spice plays the mom,
Oh, yeah.
and she's
What?
incredible in it.
Really?
Well, it turns out she's like a wife of like a bigwig in the racing.
Oh.
But
I
she
mean,
plays
yeah, I
she
believe
plays
that.
the main character's mom.
Cool.
It was outlandishly good.
Really?
I
I've
couldn't
heard it's pretty cool.
believe how good it was. Like it's a video game adjacent movie
Yeah.
because
Right.
it's a movie about a video game, but like
Right.
real things that
Yeah.
happened, and
Right.
it was.
Mhm.
It,
Wiz
it had,
it's like the Wiz, but or no, what the Wizard, but like more realistic.
Wizard?
yeah, because
The
it's based
Wizard.
on actual events.
Right.
Oh.
The Wizard was a
Uh,
89,
yeah, something like that.
89 movie with
Fred
Savage.
Savage, but it was basically a one long commercial for Super Mario Brothers 3
Yeah.
and
Oh,
the
I love
Power
that.
Glove.
Right.
It's so bad.
I still
Wow.
love that movie. I don't care.
Power glove. moment.
I have a Power Glove right behind you.
I got 2 of them, baby.
Yeah, I got a couple
Incredible.
more somewhere.
We both have.
yeah.
we both have regular
Oh,
versions
man.
and
Crawling in
co-
power
and-
gloves.
and
I was gonna
Infinity
make a
Gauntlet versions.
really bad joke.
You made an Infinity Gauntlet?
I almost
Before
felt
you
the
did.
energy.
With the Power Glove?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I had it at the convention we were
Bang
at
your
when I
head
was
and cough.
Wario Thanos.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
And you,
That wasn't a Power Glove. That was
Yeah,
just
he,
like
like-
a glove you made.
No,
but
it
he
was the
based off of the power
glove.
glove.
I had one I made too, but when I was
that.
Wario's, it was because I was Wario from Nintendo.
Yeah.
As Thanos, I turned
I
a
remember
Nintendo
that.
Power Glove into an Infinity Gauntlet. I had a
Oh,
dude
so-
bow down to me. He's like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever
Was
seen in my
that-
life." I'm like,
Was that? I swear it was.
the picture of me with the middle finger. That's a Power Glove that I painted and recrafted into an Infinity Gauntlet. I did it before you did.
I swear that was just
Whore.
a regular.
Got the idea from me.
Mine? No, I did not.
Something.
I swore that was.
Got a power
No.
glove in my pants. What?
I made it. I know what I made. You're not going to prove me wrong somehow.
Well,
Megan and I just turned into Statler and Waldorf over here.
That's our
That's
natural.
like basically our natural state.
We've been in our podcast before. This is what we do.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a.
Yeah. No,
I
I've
don't have
heard
a
it.
photo of it in my Facebook anymore because it's my new Facebook.
Your third new.
No Facebook.
It's only
who
my
dis?
second. Shut up.
I think I have a photo of it.
I have a photo. It's on the best threesome ever
Oh.
Facebook page. That's what I'm looking for.
Wow.
Because I think it was
Stunning.
used it for a happy birthday Kevin thing. I think. Somewhere.
Sounds right.
Anyway.
Nerd grabs?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, he's got a thing.
Yeah.
Just,
So I am obsessed with, which the listeners know. I'm obsessed with these like little mystery bag things, these like
Yeah.
keychain
Oh,
bag
yeah,
clip
yeah.
things. Now every time I seem to get kind of a shitty one. Though the Baby Raga one I got last time is very adorable.
Yeah.
He was a good pull. But this one, there is not a shitty one. And no, hold on. Easy does it there, Tiger. Not a single one of them is bad. Like there's
Oh
Winnie
my
the Pooh,
God.
iconic. Tinkerbell, a must-have. Edna Mode, are you fucking kidding me? Edna Mode is so good. The Spider-Man and Black Panther are
Grogu.
both great. Grogu. The one of the question marks is definitely Miguel from Coco.
Yep.
The other one is a bow tie princess. I don't know. It looks like it might be
Maybe-
leg having Ariel or possibly Snow White.
Maybe. I was
Can't
gonna say
tell.
maybe Vanellope, but no, that's a ponytail
Yeah.
that she has.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
These bad boys. Oh crap.
You gotta use your
Yeah. So
use your teeth.
I'm no good at the teeth thing.
yes.
There's a knife around here somewhere.
We just used our teeth like savages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're all so. Explaining because I haven't yet. This is
Yeah.
the 100th anniversary mystery bag clips. So they're all kind of silver and lightly
Yeah.
colored.
Ooh, I got Tinkerbell.
Nice.
Let's see what I got.
Nice.
Ooh.
AKA the man my cat is named after.
Oh,
Miguel.
You got the special limited one. Fuck yeah. Awesome.
Stunning. That's
and I got
amazing.
a little Spider-Man
Look at that.
His little-
Oh,
with his
I got
tummy's webbing.
I got T'Challa, who my cat is named after.
You could just.
Yeah.
Ah,
There's not enough
Oh my
room
God,
for
I
all these
love
little
it.
clippies everywhere.
it's true. We're running out of room.
We are.
Gotta get new,
I got new microphone stands for all
new
the clips.
microphone stands.
There we go.
Or maybe we should just like,
There we go.
oh, you know what? I'm gonna have Aaron make a thing for all our clippies. 'Cause
I know. I
he
gotta.
wants to
I,
make all the
power
shit.
glove.
I need to find some. What?
Sure was a power glove.
Yeah, no, duh.
5 minutes later.
And we're back.
3 hours later.
Here's the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yours is the Power Gauntlet. Mine's the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
We even talked about it when you made yours.
I don't know. Dude, that was years ago. I don't barely
Like
remember what I
what
did 3
even
weeks ago.
is time at this
Yeah,
point?
that's fair.
Because this Spider-Man is so cool too. He's
It's
very,
very
cute.
cool.
I love that.
He's a very cute boy.
Love my T'Challa.
Tinkerbell. Irony.
Right? It's good. Tinkerbell too. She's very cute.
Yeah, super cute.
They're all very cutesy and
Yeah.
God, look at her little cute little smile. She's like, I sure did try to murder that girl.
Oh man.
Should have murdered that.
Speaking
one.
of tentacle thorn.
I should have put a pillow over Wendy's face a long time ago.
Fucking watch Peter Pan. She is a piece of shit. She's the villain.
She's awful.
Because
She's a jealous little bitch.
But she's adorable, so
Yeah,
it's
she's
impossible to
super
hate her.
Amazing how
Right.
that works.
We're definitely running out of room.
Right?
That's all right.
There's so
Anyway.
much shit in here.
I know.
fine.
One day I'll clean up my office.
Yeah.
Whatever.
One day.
Who are you trying to prove anything to? My
Nobody.
God.
Nobody. It's organized chaos is what I call it. So we get to nerd grabs.
Yeah, nerd
That was
grabs.
our
Oh,
nerd grab.
yeah,
That was
I
our
suppose. Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
that
it
was-
was Christmas and shit.
Yeah.
so-
Well, you start. So
Sure, I'll start.
Yeah,
I'll start.
yeah.
Okay, so I mean, obviously, it was a pretty nerdy Christmas.
No.
But I would say probably the biggest nerdy thing I got was the Lego Mjolnir,
That's
which was
awesome.
very fun to build. I mean, it was the handle was the most time consuming part because it was basically building a spiral of these curved pieces. But it has like a little compartment where like it comes with like a little stand where you put like a little Lego minifig of Thor, and then like the
that's
Infinity
cool.
Gauntlet, which came with all of the stones.
Neat.
As like these little, it was like a wheel of stones, so it even came with like extra stones.
Nice.
But you put
like the
like
TVA, just like
paperweights.
spare stones.
but like it had because it only has 3 knuckles, but it
Yeah.
still had like a space on the side and then above the
Oh.
thumb and then
Huh.
the middle one.
Oh,
And then the Tesseract and then the torch, the Surt's
yeah,
torch.
yeah.
nice.
And you could put that inside of Mjolnir
Oh, cool.
because it has like a little compartment for it.
How big is the Mjolnir?
1-to-1.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
I mean, maybe slightly smaller than 1-to-1,
Sure,
but
but
it's
it sure
basically
feels like a full.
it's one-ish to one.
Wow.
Wow. So
That's
pretty
cool.
realistic. Yeah.
Pretty big and surprisingly heavy too. I'm sure you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
will be at my place
Yeah.
at some point soon.
Yeah.
and
Are we worthy enough to pick it up?
We'll find out.
If I am, you gotta be. I'm a piece of shit. So. But
well,
yeah, it was.
We're all theater kids.
right.
We're all pieces of shit.
But yeah, I also not Christmas, but recently I got the Mando Black Series helmet.
Oh.
So I'm now at 3
Jesus Christ.
three Mandalorian helmets because I got Mando, I got Bo-Katan, and I got the prototype Boba Fett one, which I was gonna repaint. Then I found out how much it's currently going for, and I decided not
to
to
do
that.
Good thing. Well, you just go on Etsy like I did and buy a
That's
fucking 3D
probably what I'm
printer.
gonna do.
Or 3D print your own.
But the Mando helmet, it's a good size.
Yeah.
I think it fit of the Mandalorian helmets. I think it fits the best so far. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
when I took that picture of me wearing the your
Was it?
Magneto helmet,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that fit really well too.
yeah, good helmet.
Yeah, it fits really, really well, surprisingly. Because normally they're like either a little too big and they shake around a little bit, or they're like squeezing your brain
Right.
in your skull, popping out your eyeballs.
Mm. Oh my god, that's cool.
But you can see
Beautiful.
the little
Yeah.
teeny tiny little Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute.
Kevin is showing us pictures of the Mjolnir.
That's cute.
It's a little Mew Mew.
Little.
But obviously, also this year we got we did the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar thing
Yeah.
as we tend to do.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, good time. Thought I had a picture of all the shit I got, but I can't find it.
That's what I was looking for. I was like, wow, did I picture
My
that?
brother got us a poutine kit. Like it's
That's so
literally like a
Canadian.
cheese making kit, and I think it comes with like a
Oh, okay.
like a powdered brown like gravy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's
That's pretty fun.
poutine. I'm
Sounds delicious.
gonna make it
It's
at
a
some
brain.
point.
Fucking love tea.
Got to talk about What If Season 2, but that's okay. We'll talk about it next time.
Yeah, we can talk.
Cool, because then I have time to watch it.
Classic.
I told you I don't watch anything new. But anyway,
So then, right before Christmas, we went to Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you
We had a
did.
really, really good time. Though I got sick, which was weird because I
Oh.
don't get sick often. But the coolest thing we did was we went to Meow Wolf, the Omega Mart.
Yeah.
is that the place that
That's
just
Area
like
15.
has
Yeah.
the weird like
Yes,
entrances and
Yeah.
exits to the
like the back rooms and like you like it's a total like,
slides
mind
and
blow. But
yeah,
so it turns out nearly everything at the grocery store, like at Omega Mart, is purchasable. And the reason why I first found out about it is years ago. I wanted to get a can of gender fluid
I
for
love
Saber's
that.
kid because I think that's funny.
Yeah.
And it
is
turns out
funny.
it's really good. And so I got more information about this place. I'm like, oh, we have to go there next time we go to Vegas. So that's what we did, and it was a little expensive, but like
Yeah.
because we did like the VIP pack where you can like go anytime you want. You don't have to pick a time slot.
Oh, that's cool.
You get like a holographic like ticket lanyard, and you
Yeah.
get like a pin, and it's pin spaz because Disney. Um, and you get a
Conditioned you.
15% discount at the shop.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that is not the Omega Mart shop. That is the gift shop that's outside of Omega Mart.
Ah.
But what
Gotcha.
I digress. I picked up a banana. Oops. I picked up a banana flask. It was great.
I love.
And I do plan on wearing that out at Fest.
Yes.
Um,
Phenomenal.
but it was such an experience. It's hard to put into words everything you can do in there.
Yeah.
It's all just experiences. Like there's this really weird
Yeah.
video game you can play. You can just explore. There's weird smells. There's rooms that are
Yeah.
incredibly upsetting.
Oh no.
Incredibly upsetting. You're in there and you're like, I don't
Wanna be
like what's happening to me in here. I have to leave.
They
But then there's like little trap doors and passageways
Oh,
and
see that?
I see that on TikTok, and I'm afraid I would get stuck in one of those little passage.
it's surprisingly roomy.
In these upsetting rooms, was it just playing the scene from Neverending Story where Purdue and his horse?
No, but there was one where it was playing a short movie that kind of reminded me of the one from The Ring.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like, there's one where it's like a weird strobe room.
Oh,
So if you have brain things, I don't recommend that one.
Yeah.
But like it like goes at different intervals, and so you start seeing because it's also mirrors.
Oh,
So you
Nope.
start seeing
Nope.
like your reflections
Nope.
changing
Uh-uh.
Oh
as you're
my
blinking.
God. Yeah,
You're like that was one of the most
I-
upsetting rooms.
Dislike.
Lots of like obviously spatial,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Weirdness.
bitty bibbity things.
Yeah.
But it was very cool. Like we got
Yeah.
we also got like a free drink from the bar because the pharmacy is a bar.
Of course it is.
Um,
I love that.
And but like outside Omega Mart, the rest of it is free. Like there's like a
Okay.
gift shop that I could have purchased everything there, like a clothing,
Yeah,
weird,
yeah,
like
yeah.
cyberpunk sort of clothing shop where I could
sure.
have bought everything there.
Right.
They had art vending machines,
Hell yeah.
Okay.
which was very cool.
Yeah.
Just because everything was different and everything was unique.
Yeah.
and,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like at $10-15, you get like a really cool like conversation piece.
Yeah.
Um,
I like that.
and there was like a couple of restaurants inside there. There was a bar outside. It was just a really cool place to just like experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
but-
I love experiential stuff. It's been on my list for a lot.
yeah. We also saw the Rouge, like Cirque kind of
Mm,
burlesque cabaret
Sure,
show.
Sure.
And it was a topless one because we
Hell
wanted
yeah.
to see Zumanity, but Zumanity never came back after the after the
Oh,
pandemic.
okay.
The panorama.
So we decided to see this one, and it was pretty good. The titties were cool, and
like
but
titties.
like the MC was a little weird. Like he was doing like this sort of Ted Lasso thing because he had a mustache. He looked a little bit like Ted Lasso, and
weird.
we're like, this is not sexy.
Sorry, Ted.
But then he and his little assistant, who was just she played this sort of big titty bimbo kind of character.
Uh-huh.
Like at the end, they all of a sudden started doing this crazy contortionist shit. And we're like, oh, they have talent. Weird.
Like, oh,
And we're like,
okay.
okay, we get you now. We see where you're coming from.
I love that.
right.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. We had a really good time.
Back to Meow Wolf for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have Walkabout mini golf on your Quest?
No.
Okay. You should get it. It's like just a mini golf VR
Sure.
multiplayer thing. They have Meow Wolf levels. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, we gotta do that.
Play a little.
Yeah. Sorry.
And I see your Switch made it back to you.
Yeah. So, funny
The saga
story. I lost
continues.
my Switch in Vegas. And I was devastated
That
because
sounds
I was
like it meant something else.
right. I was devastated because I know that I had left it at the first hotel we were at, the Link, because we got there, we didn't like it, so we went across the street to the Flamingo. And I at the end of the week, because I hadn't really touched it,
Because you were doing
because we were
stuff.
busy
Yeah.
doing shit.
Right.
I couldn't find my Switch. I'm like, it's not here. I'm not finding it anywhere. I either left it on the plane or I left it at Link, but I'm pretty sure I had it at Link.
Yeah.
And so I filled out a report, and they made me go to this website. They're like, well, to report something lost and found, you have to go to this website. And I'm like, The website fucking worked. They're like, hey, just to let you know, we found your lost item. And like by this point, Sabra had already, and this is my other nerd grab, had already purchased me the Legend of Zelda
Oh, it was so
Tears of
pretty,
the
too.
Kingdom
Yeah.
Switch.
Oh.
And I was smart enough where I have Nintendo Switch Online, so I
Yep,
you know,
you're able to move
I
Yeah.
uploaded all my stuff to the
Right.
cloud, and but like that obviously my Animal Crossing was lost because that's by the Switch. More on that in a minute. And so like, congratulations, we found your thing. And Saber's like, so since I bought you this Switch, do you want to keep that and maybe give me your old the OLED when it comes? I'm like, yeah. So now she has a new OLED Switch, and I have, and because it came, everything was all 5 games were still in it.
Wow.
And this is like Breath of the Wild, Octopath
Right,
Traveler, Pokemon
big.
Violet. Like these are still games that are
They're-
still go for full price,
Right.
because
right.
Nintendo Switch games do not lose.
No, they don't lose any money. It's crazy.
And so I got it all back. Now
Oh my God.
I had already transferred all my saves, so I wiped it and I put her stuff on there. I did not know that Animal Kingdom Crossing does not keep a local save file, nor does it keep an online save
It has
file.
its own thing.
It keeps it like it's a proprietary file that's in like the game
Yeah.
code itself.
Yeah.
And so you have to download another app called Island Transfer Tool to move your stuff over. I didn't know that before I fucking wiped my Switch. I thought because I had a ton of save game data, I thought that just all came over. So needless to say, right now I'm replaying through fucking Animal Crossing.
No.
Wait,
But you know what? I'm having a good time.
Why did I think
Looks
there was
like
a
it.
cloud sync for?
There's an island backup function that I didn't learn about also until after this, because I went through all of this to make sure to transfer
Right.
Sabra's data over
For-
from her old Switch to the new one.
Yeah.
So she got all
Jesus
of her
Christ.
shit and her like 27 million bells.
Holy
She
Stripes.
played this game, y'all. Like she did like all the extra island stuff. She has like 19 like stores and restaurants on other islands, and
Jeez.
Wow.
yeah, she's a fucking entrepreneur in that game. So anyway,
I love
those are my
that.
nerd grabs. Who's next? Yay.
I'll go.
Uh,
Do you have one?
You know, you go.
All right. Just thinking about it still. The main nerd grab for me was the It's fine. It's fine. Was I got a Steam Deck right after Christmas,
Ah. Yeah.
and I absolutely love it.
It's pretty cool, y'all.
Like I actually have it, just because it's a Steam Deck and you can.
Did
take
you?
He let
did
me
you
play
bring
with
it
it.
because you want me to get one? Because
It's-
you
it-
showed it to Aaron, and Aaron was
he's-
like, "Oh, that seems
That's
pretty
right.
cool."
He's already been doing that to me too.
I'm surprised you didn't do what my buddy at work did, where he took his Steam Deck and then built one of those Pelican case with a monitor and
Oh, that's great. That's a good
and then
idea,
it's
actually.
yellow. So then he put like a biohazard sticker on it. He brings it to work all the time.
He
Not all-
attached
I
like a
should-
keyboard and a mouse and a monitor.
I
It's
should-
like, oh, I have a laptop too. Cool, good job.
I shouldn't say he brings it to work all the time. He brings it to work on the weekends because
Fair enough.
usually a
Oh.
little slower.
These are like
Yeah, the little
touch
touchpads.
touch
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's
weird.
it's just a really cool
Yeah.
piece of hardware, and
looks
just
really cool.
Sorry,
It's a.
Fifth Element. Sorry, anytime anybody
So-
does
No,
that.
no. Because if it's a bomb, all the alarms will be going off because all these places have alarms. So I knew where you were going with that.
I need to
Look at you.
see that movie again. It's been a long time.
Get you.
Oh, good.
Get your
Um,
references.
I know you do. He gave me weird looks.
I know,
Do
I
you
was like-
play Dreamlight Valley? I tried to play Dreamlight
I
Valley.
tried it.
It's so
a
weird.
game that
Fine.
exists.
It
It
makes
does.
me dizzy.
Well,
yes,
it's
Thank
really
you.
lazy Animal Crossing.
it is.
That's
And like, and then I'd get like caught on like a thing that was like, okay, now I can't find this specific like gem or something for
Yeah.
this like quest I'm trying to push through,
Mhm.
and then I can't like find it right away. But then I'm not really engaged with any other content at the
Yeah.
moment, so I just quit playing. And this happened to me like on a
It's
cycle every
really
so
bad
often.
at like finding reasons to
To
make
be-
you keep playing, like
right.
Animal Crossing does.
No, it totally
Yeah.
sucks
Like
you in.
it was
There's
an
something.
illness, and,
Right.
And now I'm back the fuck on it.
Right. It happens.
Other weeds, all the weeds.
Yeah.
But anyway, just like from a quick nerd perspective, I have just found this to be so different from everything else on the market right now. When you take a company that's not really pushing for the shareholders, they're just a private company that wants to do the things that they want to do. They created basically a thing that people kind of didn't think could exist. You know, it doesn't have Windows. It doesn't need Windows to operate. It's it's able to run almost any Windows game. at its limited rate.
We even downloaded and started playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, the MMO,
Yeah.
which is not a handheld or even
No.
console friendly because it's like World of Warcraft.
Yes.
Like you have all these spell bars and
Oh,
shit like
geez.
that.
Yeah.
Does it work? The answer is kinda.
Kinda. Yeah. It's
Hitting your minus and equal skills, we're still trying to figure out. But like
Yeah, that was a little
all of the
challenging.
buttons lead to hitting,
Yeah.
1 through 0.
Yeah.
And so we got it to kind of work. It was a little janky, especially because there was no escape key per se, so we couldn't skip the
Mhm.
cutscenes.
Yeah.
But-
You could have like we could have done a custom mapping and like spent 4 hours just getting it dialed in for like your
But
specific
who
gameplay.
had time
but
for that for like a
we were
does this
we were
work
doing for
perspective?
lulls, and that was just kind of but it was and it runs the heart like the software, and like MMOs are notoriously funky to run, and it had no problem with it. And Valve gives you full access to the Linux kernel like by default. You can get in and work under the hood at any time. You have a password. You can do it. It's your computer. It's not just like a
See,
console.
Now
and-
that I've paid down my credit card.
And we had an entire episode on No Man's Sky for the Switch and how
Yeah.
janky and
Yeah.
generally terrible it was. I could find myself getting lost in No Man's Sky on that thing.
Mhm.
to
Did we
an
launch it on
unhealthy-
here?
We did not.
Oh, okay. I
Uh,
probably could.
to a
Is
probably
it-
unhealthy degree.
I think I have it downloaded. I might not right now. But
No
yeah.
Man's Sky.
it was No Man's Sky is just such a freaking cool game anyway. Oh no, I don't have it downloaded right now.
Yeah, that
I
was
do
the
a-
game that kind of
do a
saved my
Baldur's Gate
sanity
now.
when I tried to turn my thumb to a Pez dispenser
Ah.
because it was just gentle enough on my thumb that I could play it.
Play it.
Mhm.
Oh. Yep. I started playing a little more Baldur's Gate. I got Allie playing Baldur's Gate. That's been really fun to watch.
Yeah, that's one I want to get into because reasons.
No, it's
And I don't really have
it's the-
anything I can play it on.
the horniest game to ever
I know.
exist.
Where-
But that isn't like an
it pops
implicitly
up on
porn
my
game.
It pops up on my Tumblr. A lot of fan
Yeah.
art.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it on TikTok.
Yeah,
What on God's green earth is that?
It's
The-
it's
shop.
it's one of the
Oh,
the
that's
because like
so cool.
I know 'cause it's
In
like
the-
it's not like a photo glitch, but they
Right,
make
it
it's
looks
a
like
photo
like-
opportunity that looks
right.
like a photo glitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's so
such a
cool.
weird.
Weird place.
Yeah, I love that.
So my nerd grab in the future is probably a Steam Deck. I've been continuing playing my Coral Island on Xbox Live, and that has not gotten better. I mean, Xbox Live has not gotten better. Sometimes it'll just randomly quit, and you can't save in game until the next day or until you complete an in-game day.
That's annoying.
So like I'll be halfway through a day, I'll have gotten all this shit done, and then boom, it quits randomly, and I yell and scream at my computer. So getting a Steam Deck.
Because you're game streaming it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It'd be good to run that locally. Yeah, that makes sense.
Be better to run that locally.
And I did-
Also, I just, maybe I'll get into gaming now that I have all this free time.
I will say this runs like even up to like something like Cyberpunk 2077 with no problem, which is wild. So you'd have a lot of flexibility with wherever you wanted to go gaming wise, probably with it.
I mean, it would probably
Unless
be
it's Nintendo.
from my couch to my upstairs chair to my bed back to the couch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not,
And it'll tell you like I've found that on like a decently decently power hungry game, it's about 3 hours of battery life. If it's any like it's Cyberpunk and it's screaming, it's like 2.5.
Mm.
But you can get like people actually like hypermile with these. Like they do all sorts of like configurations and things to get as many like hours out of the battery as possible. I'm like, is that the real gamification that you want to have with the? I mean, I get it. Like I can understand. Like to go a long time. People are just like, oh yeah, I got whatever Baldur's Gate 3 for like 5 hours. I'm like, was that a fun like, gaming experience though? Like that sounds terrible.
you-
But I don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, like is this
Are
fun for you?
Are your
Yeah.
kidneys still functioning? Are you?
I just played on the toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Why are they on the toilet for 5 hours?
Just in case.
Because they like it when their legs go numb. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh God.
I hate it.
it's
It's the worst.
Well, like,
sorry.
and I'm gonna try not to TMI this, but ever since gastric sleeve surgery, it's a trip. I've been there so long now. Just hoping something happens. Sucks.
Probiotic. I guess you can't really take probiotics, can you?
They don't really want me to, because
I
like
can imagine.
that requires like levels of stomach
Right.
acid space that I don't really have anymore. So
Right.
Yeah. Can you drink
Yeah.
some coffee and get it going? Or
I mean, I'm not going to talk about this on the podcast.
So,
Anyways.
71 brought to you by.
Poop episode.
poop.
You buy Miralax gummies.
Do they make gummies?
They do, and they're delicious. So I guess an answer to your question anyway.
My
Yes.
God.
Anyway.
So
Some
Megan, your Steam Deck.
Nerd grabs. I guess I, again, haven't really bought myself anything except in watching the Jurassic Park movies. I am becoming more motivated to get my Jurassic Park living room all set up.
Jesus.
I'm here
Go
for
work
it.
Yes.
Jurassic Park living room.
Yeah. So I've been kind of buying a lot more plants. I am officially a crazy plant person. I love it. Talk to me about your plants. I actually applied for a job at a local plant store that I won't hear about until like mid-February, whatever. So yeah. So hopefully I'll get that job so I don't have to soak myself in chlorine for 17 hours a week. Because my skin and
skin.
hair
Cleanse.
do not like that.
Yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody's does.
And a child sneezed directly in my mouth, and the next day I got
Nightmare. Actual nightmare.
it was not fun.
Oh
I mean,
my-
at least it wasn't like a big snotty sneeze,
Right,
but
but
still, like
Uh,
she had been like sniffling all class, and I'm like,
Ah.
"Yep, she's sick." And
You've
then
been-
she just, I
you've
was
been
helping her
infected.
across the way to the bench, and she just like turned directly in my face and sneezed, and I'm like,
Oh.
Did you drown her?
I wanted to.
Did you?
Oh yeah, you're gonna sneeze in my face. And that's how you drowned.
Oh my.
There, now you're not
Now you're
sick
not
anymore.
sick.
You're
Wow,
dead.
that took a really dark turn. You
No,
guys.
it's yeah. There's
Sorry for my dark humor.
It's
No, that's
okay.
Good. That's good.
there's
Sneeze, but to be fair, sneeze right in her mouth.
It is.
I mean,
it is a
Can't-
level.
My mouth.
Like, have your parents taught you nothing?
it's a
Literally.
justifiable level at some
Right.
point.
Right.
my mouth. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, I've been ill this last week. Just been taking
Yay.
care of myself, which is probably why my voice sounds a little raggly and
It's
Yeah.
nice. It's
I got
rustic.
COVID again for the
Yeah.
third time.
God damn, dude.
Only like
Third time
3.
the
I
charm.
feel like it's been 6.
Nope, just the third time.
Is
Just
that
the
your?
third.
Is that your nerd crap?
That's
That
COVID.
was one of them.
Oh.
Gross. Yeah, so I've been buying plants and plant accoutrement, and I found at the plant store I went to that I ended up applying for a job at. I found a brontosaurus shaped little planter that I instantly bought and put an air plant in.
So is Bronto your favorite dinosaur then?
Really?
People don't really ask that anymore, and
They
I
don't
want to
really
bring
ask.
that back.
Yeah.
What is
I-
your favorite dinosaur?
I am partial to the T-Rex, mostly because of Big Mama T-Rex from
I get you.
original Jurassic Park.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to get her tattoo. I want to get her on my body somewhere, and like with all the scars and everything, because she's awesome. Anyway,
Ooh, I got my Plex server running. Sorry, no one cares, but I.
I don't know what
I
that was,
care.
but okay,
Thank you.
I'm happy for you.
Now, what's your favorite goddamn dinosaur?
Come on, Ian.
Walk the dinosaur.
See, I have to think about that a little
Walk the
bit.
dinosaur.
Although Velociraptors.
Well, I was just about to say Velociraptor.
Actual
but
Velociraptors or Jurassic
No,
Park
Jurassic Park Velociraptors.
So,
Real-
So Utah Raptors, got it.
Because real
For me,
Velociraptors are
actual
like
Velociraptor, they're like little babies.
turkey
They're like,
size.
I just want like these little ferocious things that are like this big to follow me around.
I mean, that would be pretty fun.
I would like that
If
personally.
we could domesticate
and
those.
if you get enough of them, like they'd still be scary. You'd be like,
Yeah.
beware of Velociraptors. Like, look how
Even
small
though
they are. I'm like,
one would be scary.
right.
yeah.
Anyway,
A little Velociraptor.
Yeah.
yeah.
I used to be partial to the Stegosaurus.
Stego.
But
Mhm.
then
Or a trike.
I discovered
Definitely
the
my top 5.
Triceratops.
Triceratops.
Triceratops is number 2.
Yeah.
Stegosaurus is, I don't know, I was always fascinated.
Steggy boy.
Was
T-Rex.
also my favorite
Utah.
Dinobot.
Oh.
The Allosaurus, though, which is
Allosaurus. Isn't that
a
pretty
little bit
cool?
bigger than a T-Rex.
Yeah.
I was partial to that most of my elementary school. I did a report on it once in like 2nd grade, so it was very short.
Well, yeah.
Allosaurus is a dinosaur.
Carnotaurus from the dinosaur ride.
It eats other dinosaurs. So that's fine. What's yours?
Iguanodon.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like his little thumb
Yeah.
spikes because everything's a-okay until it ain't. That's
It's
a
either
fucking-
good to go or you dead.
He's a fucking vibe. I just love him.
Fucking
He's got that.
Chicago gangster.
He's got
Yeah.
the boot
Yeah.
font going on in
Yeah.
the back.
He's
Yeah.
got that big
Mhm.
What a heckin' good boy.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Just wait.
T-Rex, Velociraptor, Triceratops. I don't
Do you
know
know
what
most of the
last two would
dinosaurs
be.
in Jurassic Park are not out of the Jurassic era?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
mostly
you're
from the
welcome.
Cretaceous.
Very true.
You're
True.
welcome.
You're welcome for that nerd. That nerdy thing. Yeah.
Mm.
I push up my glasses.
But
Is it my turn for nerd grabs?
yeah,
Yay.
grab yourself a nerd.
Okay. Well, like I talked about last time, I got myself a new laptop. This Victus is very nice. Which, oddly enough, I also loaded Steam onto,
Yeah.
and I also downloaded Knights of the Old Republic,
Nice.
which I play with this
hell
handy
yeah.
dandy little Xbox controller.
I'm playing through that too. I've been doing a.
It's just like a super comfortable one too.
I've been doing a cannon run, so I'm playing as a guy, which is weird.
Yeah.
That is very off-brand for you.
Fucking,
It is
but I'll be
off-brand.
doing a canon run of Knights of the Republic 2 next, and that canonically the XL is a lady type.
Oh, there you go.
I also finally got the lightsabers that I talked about. That I got them off of Etsy.
Okay.
Oh fuck, that's loud.
Oh, okay.
But this one's actually very nice.
You know, for being baselit, that's pretty bright.
Right, and very loud. And it's
Yeah.
got like 16. I mean, it's actually Etsy Saberforge on Etsy. So it's from
Okay.
Saberforge,
Oh, okay.
but it was cheap because they were on sale for reasons.
That's neat.
But I really like it. It did originally come with a 37-inch blade, which was way too long, so now it's a 32, which is nice.
Yeah, I don't like the they call 36 the standard. I'm like, this is
Right.
too fucking long. Give me
And now it's
38.
37. You want to see?
I'd
it?
prefer
You can-
26.
Ooh.
So I got that one.
Those shorty boys.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
And then he
fuck.
bashed
There,
one
bud.
into the wall.
Oh boy.
And then I just built
Not Mace Windu. That one's cute. Let me look.
this one. I built off of Saberforge because I was trying to look for something a little more fancy, but it's hard to find gold parts
Yeah.
because normally they're rose gold, which
Yeah.
is not shiny gold.
Yeah.
That one doesn't have the core in it though.
This is a cutie.
I do
Right.
like this. Three.
But I also bought,
Good.
and I haven't cut them down for those, but for my original, my Kale Wind Saber,
Ooh.
I did buy blade plugs for them, Kevin.
Mhm.
I bought blade plugs for all of them. I'm sure you'll like that one.
Oh yeah, neat.
Yeah,
Love it.
all of them have blade plugs, but they I have to cut them down because I bought the wrong size because I,
This one hard?
wasn't
I
paying
have a bunch of
attention.
the long boys too.
Did you want to touch this one?
I do.
Um,
Touch your sabers, thank you.
I want to touch it.
that's the real Kale
Oh,
Wind
that's
Saber.
nice.
That's the
Oh. This is.
I like
Yeah.
how this one is
Okay.
kind of a mix between Luke and Vader's.
Yeah.
yeah.
With like a little bit of a change in design in the front. That's pretty dope.
So I've
Good choice.
decided that
Good choice.
when eventually I get
Yeah.
around to actually setting up all my lightsabers, I'm gonna have
I
like
get the-
stories for all my saber hilts.
I need to get the
Yeah.
frickin'
Um,
Disney and make myself a goddamn.
And I already have the
Right.
back.
You
I already have the
got it.
backstory to that one because in my, okay, long story short. So Austin and I had made Star Wars characters we made 2 Jedi characters a long time ago.
Yeah.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Kaelwyn was mine, and we wrote short stories about them, and then we continued to kind of write short stories. But so one of them was that there was kind of because Kaelwyn is kind of an off-branded kind of. Well, he follows the Jedi Order. He doesn't like all the rules and stuff, and so that's why his tunic is gray, his robe is black. He does have a brown one, but he doesn't like wearing it. He's just like, fuck this brown one.
He doesn't think he looks good in
Wow,
brown.
that's
Correct.
really racist.
But he loves his black one, and like he sticks out, and the council's like, "What? Can you just?" And he's
Could
like,
you
"No,
just-
make
Fuck
me,
you.
make me."
Bring it.
But
Yoda.
anyways, so he was there was a little love interest with another Jedi, a young Jedi knight. Because when we wrote this when we were in our 20s, so it was
Mhm.
anyway. So it was female Jedi, and my story now is that this was her saber, but she died in the Order 66, and she was
Woof.
at the um, the Jedi place temple, and she died there because our characters were out doing black ops missions because that's what our characters did. Right. So we did a bunch of shady shit, and we had actually discovered the plot before too late, and we wrote the story down. And so by the time we returned, Obi-Wan and Yoda had already been through, but we already knew, we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyways, so so I'm going to try to not write a story, but have a story for all my saber hilts that I have. Yeah, kind of nerdy, I know.
I mean, I also write fan fiction, so you're in
Right.
good company.
And then I'm going to write
I like writing Star Wars tabletop campaigns, so.
And
I would play one.
Let's do it.
I'm also I'm going to also write the memoirs of Kale Wynn because his race is a long living race. They live for hundreds of years. And so he's going to write well, I suppose I should write some of my stories down, and then he'll start at the beginning and
My dear Frodo.
Right, exactly.
There and back again.
I'm just coming up with it, but I'll combine it. Well, luckily, a lot of the stories are already written because we wrote all those short stories.
Back and there again. Like Tailwind.
Right. So there's that. I think that's all I got really for nerdy because my holiday Christmas, all I got was like adult stuff like fucking new
Socks and underwear and tax forms.
I love socks and underwear.
No, I got a sheet comforter thing that like is supposed to be cooling, so you lay it down.
Yeah, I do. I found.
Yeah. Right.
Perfect.
You can tell we're adults. On a personal note, I did start my own thing just to try to do new things. I started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's I get my ass kicked every time, but it's fine because I'm learning.
I was gonna say that's kind of the point of doing
Right.
something new is you learn.
Right, and it's not super structured, but so I'm kind of catching up on terminology because like some of it was reminiscent of what I did when I was doing my last martial arts was like a mixed martial arts type thing. So a lot of the terminology is there. I just gotta go. Oh yeah, okay, I remember what that is now. All right. So I've been doing that, and then I'm going to Vegas in about a month. And we're gonna go see BattleBots for my birthday. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to see robots just beat the shit out of each other live. And I got the super platinum VIP passes for my housemate and I.
Yeah.
So that includes like it's not much. It's like you get in early, you get really really nice seats, you get free drinks and snacks, and then you get to have a tour of the little area in the back.
Oh, cool.
Which I'm like super excited for.
Yeah.
That'll be fun
I'm
to watch.
praying to God Witch Doctor is there. That's one of my favorite BattleBots. That's why I've been catching up on the BattleBot seasons.
Been up on the BattleBot.
It's crazy to think that these almost 300-pound robots toss each other 15 feet in the air. It's
frightening.
Unfucking believable.
It's like one giant OSHA violation.
Right. That's a lot of physics involved right there for you math nerds and science nerds. Because it's mind blowing. Or like they have a 60-pound weapon that spins at 240 miles an hour.
That's Lord.
Yeah, it's a lot, and it fascinates me, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love BattleBots. So that's about all I got. I think, that's. Yeah. Oh, I got the new Minnesota blacked out plates for my vehicle and my motorcycle because I think they look nice on my black car.
Yeah, that's fair.
So in case people don't know, Minnesota got new, like other states have gotten these blacked out plates. So they're black with white lettering. And my tabs carried over. I didn't have to pay money for my tabs. Which
Oh,
is
nice.
So so I put those on my vehicle. That's about it.
I've got the state park plates like a fucking nerd.
Yeah,
Okay, but like considering your family.
Yeah, no, it's actually a great deal.
tracks.
So I don't have to keep those dumb little stickers on my dash anymore.
Oh yeah,
But I'm thinking about doing a vanity and getting like a personalized.
They have a lot of options now.
I've been
Minnesota added
seeing
a bunch of new ones this
So
year.
many vanity plates
Well,
lately.
not like the special, like just like a word,
A word.
Because Saber has her cool one.
Right.
Because I want to do like Jedi Knight, but I'm terrified if I do JEDIKNT, it'll just look like Jedi cunt. So.
Or you do that. were you doing?
There goes that Jedi coaching.
What's that, Jack?
Hey, fucking cunt. It's Cat Man.
Yes.
Seinfeld? Okay.
A new start, anus tart.
Always a classic.
Oh man.
Anus tart.
Yeah. Or maybe we could do it with like some combination of letters. I bet you there's already a Jedi Knight out there.
Yeah. I mean, I'll put in a few like variations.
Like
Right.
JDI.
Right. So Brazilian Jiu Jitsu's been fun.
T.
Yeah.
Or JDI
Yes.
NITE.
Yes, Jed, I knit.
Jed, I knit. I'm Jed, I knit.
JD, I knit.
It's JD, I knit.
You could have that.
That's not the worst.
I have started knitting.
You could have a
again.
double meeting there.
Yeah.
So if you guys want a scarf.
Yeah, what is up with Aaron and crocheting?
So
We could probably discuss that off air.
Yeah, we
That's-
probably
well, I
could.
mean, it's not anything weird. I mean, that's a little
it
weird.
wasn't it though? It was kind of like all up on the blue. He's like, I've
Bold
crocheted.
statement.
Well, so his
Not
his
anything weird.
grandmother
Dentals, right?
was a crocheting machine. Like she made full on big ass Afghans. Like she made 2 of those a week or something
Damn.
for 10, 15 years. It was insane. She had a giant stack of them. And then she passed away last year in August. And his sister took up the crocheting. She took all the like crochet stuff and all the yarn that they had left in the house. And so for Christmas, she crocheted snowballs. So because his family has a weird tradition of after all the presents are opened, they crunch up all the wrapping paper and whip it at each other.
That
Don't look at me.
tracks.
It's their
Sounds
their
about
thing.
right,
That's
yeah.
We
just what they
threw
do.
ours in the fireplace and
So Jamie made his sister made the crocheted snowballs because they're softer and
Oh.
they're more easy to chuck than wrapping paper.
Yeah.
So this year Aaron was like, I hate my job. I'm super bored. I'm just gonna sit and crochet and watch TV and shit. So yeah.
instead of going to work.
No, he
Oh.
works from home.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I mean, it's 3 days a week he works from home, but yeah, he's in a weird flux position
God, I wish
with
I could work from
his
home.
job, which is kind of where I was at 6
Difficult
months
for
ago.
you to-
So
I know. I've asked. They said no.
so yeah, so he's been crocheting, and in our trips to Michael's, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start knitting again. So I've been knitting.
There you go.
It's been pretty fun.
All right. Anything else? No. Oh yeah. One other thing. I did act across. Or I was in another short film, and I acted opposite of Dana Sparks, who was a well-known Hollywood actress who was in like Falcon Crest and Passions and all this other stuff. And Jag. She was also in an episode or a few episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Yeah. So I talked to her about that. I was like, "What was it like being on the set of Star Trek?" She's like, "It's pretty cool." I was like,
It's pretty cool.
That's
Right.
awesome.
So, anyways, look forward to hopefully another season coming out. Probably not relatively soon, but soon-ish. Of spoilers, sort of. We're gonna
Yeah.
film a
be
second
fun.
season. Yeah, these are easy to edit. Ian. Now that we got it down,
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, it's good. We got a strategy.
Also, I am honored that I am your token person.
I thought we already discussed this, and you already
I
knew
think
that.
we did, but it's been
Pushed it out of your
shuffled
mind?
into the recesses of my brain.
Yeah.
So
I just rewatched yours episode the other day, Kevin.
It's so good. I
Biodome?
did the biodome one. Is
Oh.
so good. It's
I laughed
phenomenal.
so hard at it.
Saber wants to do one really bad.
yeah,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm here
Both
for
you can
it.
do it. I don't give a fuck.
And as long as we're doing plugs, I think we should talk about Winter Is You. Is we got episodes coming back soon.
Yep. Our Triumphant Return started with a new YouTube short, which got like almost 1,000 views in like 3 hours. So that was kind of nice.
Friday,
Nice.
yeah.
So, and if you ask me, it's one of our best clips of all time. So
It's a good one.
if
Go
you
check
head
it
over
out.
to our YouTube, give it
Yeah.
a watch, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's why I like these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a few years since we did spoiler sort of.
yeah.
yeah,
It was in the old house.
Yeah.
I don't have that green chair no more. So
It wasn't pre-pandemic, was it?
It was.
was.
Oh,
It
it was.
was.
Absolutely was.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago.
It was very much pre-pandemic. I think it's 2018.
2019.
2018 and 2019. Yeah, because our
like
first
5 years ago.
because our first episode was the day that a certain lady and I broke up.
Ooh.
That was when we filmed at Robb and Joanna's.
Oh, that was that day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Super happy. Anyways,
Remember that. haven't
yeah,
been
we'll
to
have a big, yeah, absolutely. Saber can fucking do it. I think it'd be
Like
fun.
I said, it'd be an opportunity for me to actually meet her, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
So weird that you have.
I know, right?
I find it very weird. Anyways, but opportunity doesn't present itself sometimes. Anyways,
Yeah, no, I'm terrible. Remember, we've already at the beginning we
Especially when you're
established I'm awful.
simultaneously the most busy person on earth and a hermit crab.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it happened, but here I am.
here you are. It just worked out. Not
Yeah.
the first time that we've
Mhm.
tried to get you on the show. So,
Yeah.
all right. So that's been Best Threesome Ever, episode 171, brought to you by Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick,
I'm Megan.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Ian.
and we will see you next time.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.